halfway to being 1 away from a funny number. Which funny number am I talking about? Normally a lurker/body watcher. Just want to say a big thanks for all your work over the year. Not had a great year but always look forward to catching up with your saves.
Hello, chatto! It's Sundat, and coming up today on Building a Nation with Wisła Kraków. 7 games separate us from our intake. Will we actually get a 4-star intake, or will it just be a pile of shit like last year? We're top of the league by a single point, and the tactics might be broken today thanks to the massive patch. There's a massive patch. I'm wearing flannel, and I didn't fuck up the intro because I was waiting for the subs to move themselves out of the way so we could do this without a hitch. All that coming to up. Fuck it. No, I fucked it. Now I fucked it. Overdid it. Overdid it. I wouldn't have fucked it, but now I have. God damn it. God damn it. Also, I was thrown by Rennie. Tried to improvise. Never improvise, chat.
40
Stick
months
to the plan.
Smile next half marathon is planned now. Smile, and my new passport has arrived, and not sick anymore, so things are looking up. BTW, if you are wondering, I'm running in Split in February. Smile.
You'd love to see it. Yeah, basically, ironically, in celebrating the fact that I hadn't buggered it up, I buggered it up. In a way, you could even argue that my petard was indeed hoisting me in some way. Oh my god. Right, I've got to catch up on a few things as well. This is what's done me in, you see. I knew, I was like, if I press the intro start button now, it's not going to work properly. It'll do that silly shit. I was like, I'm not letting this get in the way.
Sick
and then it
Harold,
did anyway.
sick Matt Jam, sick Harold, sick Matt Jam, sick Harold,
My
sick
God.
Matt Jam, sick Harold, sick Matt Jam, sick
If I didn't
Harold, sick
gloat
Matt
at the
Jam.
end, it would have been fine. My god. I'm just going to have to catch up on these in a moment. I'm just going to stand here and drink my drink.
I
It's gonna be
told the
perfect.
witch doctor I was in love with you. He told the witch doctor I was in love with you, and then the witch doctor, he told me what to do. He said that, ooh
did-
ooh
he did say
ting
that.
tang walla walla bing bang ooh ooh ting tang walla walla bang bang ooh ooh ting tang walla walla bing bang ooh ooh ting tang walla walla bang bang.
It's like being in the room with the original artist. Who did that song?
Let's
They had a
all
weird name,
celebrate
didn't
how
they?
shit Brentford are.
I mean, I'm more than happy to join you in that endeavour. At least until Daz joins us today at some point. Right. And breathe. And breathe. Where do we fucking begin? Let me just do a bit of... The fact that I'm having to scroll through the feed is crazy to me. Where do we even start? Right. Oh my god, there was more. Right. Taco Mike, thank you for the 34 months during the intro. My god. Toffee... 1 second, Pog. Thank you, Pog. That's very kind. Toffee Boy, thank you for the 19 months during the intro. J Cook, thank you very much for the Prime. Sorry Smithy, thank you very much for the 2 months. Where are we at? Cartoon. Was it just called Cartoon? Wow. I thought they had a longer name than that. Rennie with the 10. That really was what threw me off. It was the 10 gifted subs that absolutely did me in. Good God. Thank you so much, Rennie. That is very, very fucking nice of you. Immensely nice. And Mikey, thank you very much for the 20 months as well. It sucks you've had a crap year, but if there's anything you could do to make your year better, don't wait till January. I find that the best way to... Just going to turn the music up again for a second, chat. Ooh. And there was me thinking, I was like, no, we're riding the wave. We're handling this fine. I'll be back for you in a minute, Ragnarok. Firstly, where's my button? That. We'll be circling back to you in a second. You don't think you're getting away with that? No. Lou Boy, thank you for the 33 months. Basil, thank you for the 40 months as well. Ard, thank you for the 30. Bagpuss, thank you for the 53 and the wonderful rendition. James, thank you for the 60 months and slandering Brentford. And then Ragnarok. We're back for you. So very, very kind and so very, very unnecessary at the same time, but I'm immensely grateful. Oh my days. Right, I need a drink. That is ludicrous. Like, thank you so much. That's made my mouth go all dry, genuinely. Well, that might be the drugs. It's probably little column A. Is that the famous out of context FM article victim? It is. It is. Something stronger. You don't know what's in here. This could just be vodka. Like, it could easily just be vodka. It wouldn't, because I don't like vodka. It could be gin, though. Do you like a bit of gin? Yeah, that was... What a thing... I literally finished work on Friday. Everything was perfect. I was like, solid day. Come down, go to the kitchen, make myself a drink, sit down, ready to just chill with Pog for a little bit. Look at my phone. All of a sudden, I start seeing tags. I'm like, what's all this about? And then I see it, and I'm like... Do you know what? I look at it as a compliment. I mean, he's still a C word, but it is a compliment because I made something worth stealing. You know, that's the way I look at it, right? Even just purple juice. Well, I don't know what colour this is actually because it's in my big bottle now. I was a little bit fuming, as you can probably imagine. Jambelaya, thank you for the 50 bits.
You are training a club in Poland. Vodka would be appropriate.
That is very true, actually. That is a good point. Some of the best vodka I ever had actually came from Lithuania. I don't know if it was actually like created there, but it was a Lithuanian friend of mine at uni gave me some. So that was something. There was an update. It was on Thursday night, I believe, actually. Oh, I didn't watch the draw. I was talking to Zealand about the draw before the draw on Friday morning. And because obviously he was doing the live stream to talk about it. And Tony even predicted, actually, that Scotland would get Brazil. I was trying to, in my head, I was like, oh, sure, they haven't played them that much. And then I realized, like, one, they had, and two, they actually got them again, which is crazy. Has it even ended? Who knows? Have a word. Just know having a word with these kind of people. End of the day, if someone's going to steal your content, that's something they're going to do. Their entire account is just stolen content. So, ultimately, it's one of those things. That's how they behave. That's on them. Svitaz, thank you very much for the follow. That's my friend. That's very kind of you, my friend. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday morning. Has it even ended yet? I don't know. I'll tell you what, England's group is actually a little bit tougher than I was expecting. Just turn it down a little bit. Let's get off my big face. We've got games to play. We've got shit to do, man. And a look-up to do, which I will do after this match, otherwise I will forget. Because we've got 7 matches to get through before the youth intake comes. And we need to get that in by 1 o'clock because of the F1. So this is going to be a game day where Matt actually has to stay on topic. And you're not helping, but you are beautiful. Okay. What's up?
Did you guess the flavour?
What? Oh, the flavour. Hang on, let me just get to the game, actually. And then I'll try and guess the flavour. Oh, hello. Oh my god, what is this? What is this? 2,000 bits? Oh my days. Rubio, thank you for the 2,000. I don't think I've ever had 2,000 bits in the same message before. That's wild. Thank you so much, man. My voice just literally sounded like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo there. Zoink, Scoob! Thank you, that's incredibly kind. God, doesn't it look good with the blue? So, what am I guessing the flavour? Yeah. There's a citrusiness to it. Maybe pineapple? Grapefruit? Lemon? Any other fruits?
It's a fruit.
It's a fruit. All right, cool.
It's not going to be a fucking vegetable.
But ain't tomato, is it? I don't know. Oh, you have to tell me.
White peach.
White peach? How was I ever going to guess white peach? I didn't know they made...
That's why I picked it.
I didn't know they made white peaches.
Yeah.
I don't remember this part of... Wow, okay.
Does it taste like it nice?
Yeah, crack on. Culinary genius. I mean... I don't think I didn't know white peaches existed until like 10 seconds ago, in fairness. So, like, incredible. Oh, hello, he's all the way through. I'm really curious to see how our tactic performs in the changed up match engine as well. It's what? Well, yeah, it's the hydration one, isn't it? Holy shit, that was an incredible Hypetron again, chat. Thank you so much for the insane generosity, the very unnecessary generosity. Is this hydration or iced tea?
Hydration.
Okay. Fair enough. Because we do have some iced tea as well.
We've got milkshake and we've got...
And milkshakes, yeah. Yeah, I had, was it? I had white strawberry once, I think. Because that's a thing too, isn't it? Or is that yuzu? No, yuzu's a different fruit, isn't it? Oh, that's a great pass. Kasyemka! That was a lovely goal. Rocket Dan, thank you for the 14 months. Let's go one bit like that. Is a lovely goal. That was very unlike us. I wonder if it's actually allowed us to play more sensible through the middle. Look at this. Look at the pass from James. Just waits for the ball. Oh, that's beautiful. Cuts them open. Kaziemka with the goal. that looked, I dare say, even better than some of the goals we were scoring before. I was genuinely worried that some of the because there's been a lot of changes to the match engine in this latest patch, right? And I didn't know how it was going to affect us. So far, it doesn't seem too bad. Main Polish team, I think he will. I actually don't know. Polls in chat. What's the expectations around Kuziemka from like being a hotly rated young Polish talent? Is he considered to be like a will be in the national team one day level of player, or is he just like a good Polish talent that might be a usable player for like a decent team one day?
They are building it
Toasty
now.
Desi, thank you very much for the follow. Holy, 1 second. Long message, Ed. 1 sec. Oh, good effort. Amateur players, Belgian amateurs, then you mentioned Colombia and the Netherlands, Norway. Japanese regen. Ooh, okay. I think someone else actually, I think it might have been Hadrian mentioned Japanese young players as well. Ed, if you're still here in chat, which I hope you will be, after this match, remind me, and I want to just have a little look for that, because we are in a transfer window. I want to test your theory. Something else I want to do is have a look at that random lower league Brazilian side that Hadrian and Inferno were talking about in Discord yesterday. Oh, he's all the way through. Rodado's all the way through. He's back, baby. He is back. It's 2-0. Angel Rodado. Okay. That was filth. Look at this. He gets the ball on the touchline, realistically takes the defender on, holds him off. Okay, the defender gets absolutely tied into knots here. The little shimmy inside as well. They don't really press him enough there, honestly. They're standing off a little bit. What a player. Oh, maybe this has finally woken him up. So all we needed was a giant game patch. Who knew? That was nice. 2-0 up inside. Now, how are Piast in the league? I still wish they'd do something about this league table thing. Are they good? They're one of the better sides. This is the thing. We should have that information way more easily available. We are chefing so far. I genuinely think there's a chance we win the title this year if we keep playing the way we are. I was worried that the... I say worried. I feel like in certain places our tactic, not even exploited things, because we were just trying to play a certain style and it might have leaned into that. But I do hope it means that our wingbacks don't get forward quite as easily, I suppose. Yes, I use DF11 for the face packs at the moment, Gennaro. I do need to update it though, because I think they've already had an update since the game came out. Oh, well, that's terrible defending. Alexander Fearman could make it 3 here on his left foot, and he has. It's 3. Oh, the youngsters cooking now. Yes, they do, Dan. The coefficients do officially work, and as far as I know, they've actually retroactively fixed them. So they work current season, and I believe they even changed the past data as well. It won't affect the season you're in, obviously, because of the European stuff, but I think it actually... Have they not fixed them? Wait, I thought they had fixed them. Just current season. Oh, okay, that's fine, though. I think I must have misread the... Retroactive, I think, would have actually been one of those things where it probably was possible, but also I don't think it would have worked because it would have buggered up too many things, like, from a shuffle down perspective. So I suspect that they actually probably had to rein that in. Which is fair. Honestly, it doesn't really matter what it can't fix the past anyway, so I'm not really that bothered. The fact that it fixes it for current season and future is all that we really need. The only downside now is there is a bug I've heard where extending loans has become suddenly much more difficult as Ayomba's now through and it's 3-1. Which we definitely need to check. See the women's one? I don't know. I wouldn't even know where to... Well, really, it should be on the same tile as the men's one, shouldn't it? It should just have that little, the little dots at the top that lets you shuffle between the two, but I don't know. Scout and search for team reports. Yes, they did. Yeah, they fixed the filters. The only thing that's missing, I think, still is I don't believe they've got the option to have the scouting data still appearing on squad player profiles, which is still very annoying. It's impossible. Well, you say that, but actually, I know the fact that people have done it, which means it can't be impossible. But I don't know what they're doing differently. Because I heard that someone was able to do it on May 31st, so I wonder if it's actually shuffled the window weirdly. So I'll have to test that myself when I get to that point, but I know that that is an issue. And as soon as I get to that, I want to be able to file that as a bug myself on top of that. But if someone has submitted a report on SI's forum that I can link to... Oh, basically, it appears now that you don't get the option to extend loans. So they just guarantee that every single loan comes back, which is an absolute disaster. Yes, days since last scout report is fixed. They've changed the what's the word I'm looking for here? The syntax or the taxonomy for it. So it no longer has the is between thing, but there is still a way to make it work properly fine. Extended my loans. There you go. So the question is, what were you doing that other people weren't, and why was it different for you? Because if it's happening for everybody, you can put it down to like a real basic thingy. After this season, probably after next season, because there's still no data really. Like, most none of them have played any games. I was going to wait till the end of season 3 to do the first one, and then do it every other year after that. Usually we wait 4 years at the start, to be fair, but this time they're slightly older, so it made more sense. FM Cakes, thank you for the 11 months, my friend. We are cooking. A little bit lucky to be 3-1 up, I'd say, but still. Buttons just disappear. Yeah. It is. I just hate the fact that it's like whack-a-mole with these building a nation bugs, where they fix one thing, but it breaks something else. But also, I don't know how those two things are even connected. I wonder if it's just because... Yes, I did. Apathetic koala. So, obviously, because I have score notifications turned on for Wisła anyway, I was going to be keeping an eye on the match. But the second it popped up on my phone that Staniak had actually scored in the game, and they won as well, I was over the moon. So, for those of you that missed this, we had a chatter in stream last stream who was actually playing against Wisła in the Polish Cup that evening on Thursday night as a centre-back, I should point out. His team not only knocked Wisła out, they won 4-1, and he scored in the game. What's his name? Mikowi Skaliak. No, Staniak. That was him. We've got him in our squad. I'll have to make sure I try and get him a goal this season. That was incredible. Well done, lads. Just keep going. But yeah, I can't believe it. He actually scored in the game. I wonder how many goals he's got this season. Imagine if that was his only goal. But yeah, really, really cool. And that is on the beta branch, right, Self-Found Herring? You are using that version. Yeah, I wonder if it's because... Do you remember on Mikaway? That's it. It's because I was saying the J when I wouldn't normally be. I don't know why I was. Honestly, it's probably Brooklyn 99 in the back of my head. That's super interesting, Self-Found Herring. And what league are you managing in? I don't know why that would matter. I wonder if it's to do with, like, the date the save files were created or something like that. Really, really odd. Hello, Anarith. I'm excellent, my friend. Genuinely, actually, really am. I just realised I started Ranjbor in this match when I didn't mean to. And he's not really let himself down, honestly. Unlike Vandenbaus, who really has, actually. Luckily, we've got depth. Oh, Grujic is going to be out for 2 weeks because he's got the flu again. That's good news, though. At least you can't get the flu as a training incident anymore. That was a crucial part of the patch. Love to see it. I'm going to get Bandama on there since that's his new role in the team. We'll get old Godders on for a bit, too. And that's 4 subs. That'll do for the time being. Second goal all season. Even better. What are the regions? Absolutely, Ed. Yeah, feel free to post links to stuff like that. Of course. We have basically like an honor system on links where it's basically... I don't think anyone's ever posted a link that has been like malicious in any way in chat. That isn't a challenge, by the way. So we just kind of are more than happy to. But yeah, Gyatso is your best method, I would say. And it's now... No, it's not 4. We've kind of settled off a little bit in this game now. I wonder if there's an element of complacency with us being 3-1 up. Nice. We'll just pause the game so we don't want to... Yeah, the Willian re-signing and the FM leaks things. Lawrence Chambo. He is legit. Oh my goodness. He actually reminds me a lot of the 2 players I showed in the original video. The guy from Fountain Gate and then the guy I found using it, the newer version of the method. Holy, except he's better than both of them. Yeah, and 17. I love how I sort of uncover these scouting methods and then people just use them to find way better players than I ever can. It's like I've taught someone to ride their bike and now they're like winning the Tour de France with it and I'm still stuck pedaling up a hill. It's great. It's something quite pleasing about it. Time to start, I guess. Scout recommendations or shortlist hides them. Oh, really? Okay, we'll probably end up having that happen today then, I suspect, because I've already done that once. No, I didn't. We did. Oh, what a save. We already had a scouting update right before this match, but there was basically no one in it, so I just dealt with it off. It was a load of those like really young players we scouted last time. Whoa, Bandama with the tackle. Delete a clause. Oh, that's really annoying. I know they've added the scrolling thing back in. Who won the World Cup? I don't know, actually. If I recall, it was really boring. I think the final 3 were literally exactly who you'd expect, and there was someone else in there that was like a little bit weird, but... Yeah, I was going to say, if anyone else has that issue, because when it's one of those things where it's affecting everybody the same, then you know that it's like something they've immediately changed. But when there's like some kind of intermittency to it, then it means that there's something in the game specifically, like some kind of variable that is causing it to happen, and that's even weirder. So the transfer requirements thing. Oh, offers from other teams. Oh, I don't know about that. I haven't tried it with the offer outs yet. But what I will say is that it seems like since the patch, the transfer room in thing I do, I'm going to need to think of a name for that, that has become not less effective, but you get less results. You sort of now are getting like the cream of the crop players for the requirements rather than a bigger list. So I did a test basically before and after, and it's the same players you're getting, but you just get less of them in quantity. You just get like the best couple. It's almost like they're doing initial triage for them when I'd rather they didn't do that because I want to make those decisions myself. It's, oh really, you have to wait a little bit. Oh, is it, so they don't all come through at once anymore? We need like a triage counter. I'm going to start using it in like the worst possible scenarios. Let me just, hang on chat, let me just triage this post-match team talk. I was about to yell at them for absolutely no reason. Get more over time. Oh, interesting. Okay, that I didn't think to check. Because I was still working on the logic that they came through the next day and that was it. Which really is bad logic because that's not how it should work in my brain. It's more like a message board system, so it should just update over time. That's cool. I love that. Oh yeah, if it staggers them, that's better. Is one, it's better in general, and two, it's more realistic. If that is actually how it works, then that's way, way better. Tri-age, yes. Me when I'm looking at historical rugby videos. Top of the league clash, and oh, by the way, 2 more of our players got random bids from other Polish teams in January, both of whom joined in January, and neither of which are Dutch. Sorry, both of which are Dutch. Darwin Cravendam, he's going to go to a second, who's he going to? A different route further down, and there's another dude who's going to another lower league Polish side. Both EU nationals. Yeah, but a lot of people were saying that they were struggling to get anyone out at all who wasn't Polish. But the EU national thing definitely seems to help. Japan amateurs, yes. Morning, Mushroom Man. Right, let me just, before I do that, no, I'll do that first because there isn't actually a lookup associated with it, so my apologies. Let's just set up the filter. Oh, speaking of, while we're there, actually, I'll show you the other thing quickly. So, the new sort of, the team report scouting, if you like, now does work. So the way you work it is you go to scouting, Decent Scout Report created. Now, before, there was one that was called is not between. Now, you need to have is at least 999. That does the same thing. So that will filter, basically, when you actually set it up correctly. Why is that doing that? Wait, what? Is between 15 and 18. These can't... 43,000 players can't be between 15 and 18, right? Or is it most? No? Is it most 0? No, because at most 999 would be... No, that's not right either. Because at most 999 would encompass players that we've scouted, and that's what we don't want. We basically want to find us players that have data. Oh, wait, hang on a minute. No, I'm an idiot. It is... I forgot the extra column. It's at least 999, and then potential is at least that. There you go. These are the ones. You need the knowledge filter on it, yeah. That's how you find it. No, obviously these aren't those guys, but technically they are because they're players that have come through reports that still technically count as that. So crucially, we would have, if we could see the knowledge filter, actually some of these you would. Basically that's the setup you want for team report scouting. Potential is at least that. Decent last scouted is at least 999, and then the age filters you can set to you like. That's the one, and it does actually now work. Obviously we don't have any team reports, but I'll show you one. I'll just do an example. Mimosas. Just to sort of show that this actually does work correctly. Top 2 aren't bad. Do you know what? They're not. And are they second tier? They are real players though. And he's a good lord, he's quite... Oh wow, the expense. 50k to 5 million is not exactly... He actually could be... Because they are second tier. We said we weren't going to sign any guys outside of the top 2. Sorry, we said we were only going to sign Polish players if they came from outside the top 2. Luckily, our entire scout report thingy. You can do the knowledge is at least none. Yes, they both do the same thing. So whichever one you feel more comfortable with. Which makes you wonder why we never did that on the previous game. But it might have just been because when Jimmy showed me the one we do use, I didn't think there was any alternatives to it, I suppose, right? Major changes in the UI. There's no skins at all. So there will not be any changes to that side of things. There are some UI changes in there, I believe. I just don't know. We'd have to sort of discover on the way. I haven't really played too much of the new version of the beta yet. I tend to just sort of let that happen on stream because it's more organic and we discover things together. And I'll let you guys tell me first so I avoid the pitfalls. Just to show they're coming over time. Oh, that's James, that's huge. Because I've had people coming at me on Twitter basically being like, it doesn't work anymore. I can't believe you do, etc. So, and I've been like, hey, I don't know if I can know, you know? I'm just the messenger. One other thing, because I need to clear this up. Well, I'll sort the Japan thing out while I say this. Have any of you tried this in like super lower leagues with the transfer in thing? And 2 questions for you. Does it affect your budgets in terms of your actual club's budgets and your scouting budget? Because in my tests, it doesn't, but I've had someone say to me that it used their entire scouting budget, and I don't know how it could have done that, but I wanted to check to make sure that isn't happening for other people, because I don't want to give people bad info. Because I loaded a save with 6th tier Farnborough, and it didn't touch my scouting budget at all, and it didn't even affect the club's finances, because it shouldn't do, right? Well, the predictions don't, you're right, I buggered it. One sec, chat. Right, choose prediction outcome. Will he mess up the intro? Yes, he will. A sad day for the believers everywhere. Scouting responsibilities delegated. Oh, perhaps. Because it didn't happen to me. And I de-delegated everything before I did it as well. So that might be part of the thing. All right, so we're on 15 and 18. Contract status is amateur. Ed, was it amateur or non-contract? Because unfortunately FM26 doesn't let you have both. I don't believe it does anyway. Or can you? No. I thought maybe you could have both in here, but I don't. There might be a way, but I don't know the option right now. Club is based... No, not club. Oh, it is club, isn't it, technically? We want Asia, Japan. 53 of them. You're right. There are a few, actually. And there's a few enough on here that they're 100% worth a little scouty scout. It's going to let me not... Ah, it's 51 of them! Right. I love this. Setting that up for 1 week is marvellous. Lovely. Toggle all. Well, I don't think you can toggle all because you have to control it from here. That's the problem. So, I don't... As far as I know, I can't add another one of these boxes to this. That's the downside. Amateur Polish players? There probably are, but I think they would have been scouted in that other report. Oh no, they had clubs, didn't they? Have a look. Poland 1, who I think might have actually been released from his club because we've already got him on the shortlist, which means he may have been under that other thing. Crashes for you. Interesting. I've not played enough to really have an input on that one, I suppose, but yeah, okay, so we got those guys scouted. I mean, I never used to really look at France for that, but clearly it does in fact work. The Gazman, thank you for the 33 months. How the devil are you, friend? So this is Invert La Defense of Tottenham. I like the fact that it's called Parasol Wrocław. The umbrellas for days there, chat. No sun shining on them. Don't you even think about it. Wow, we can see way more about you. Better decent place. Massively. Funny Seasider. This patch... I mean, I was actually having a nice time before, but this one does feel lovely. I am Flute Dude. Which is why, remember, we're finishing at 1 today, which is why I've got to try and get through all 7 games before that so we can get the youth intake in. Which should be okay. But yes, I am, because... I think it's going to go one of 2 ways. Either nothing happens at all and they literally finish in the order that they start in and Lando just wins the title because he doesn't crash or whatever. I still think Max will win the race. Or something crazy happens into T1 and the McLarens take each other out and Max just like runs home with the win. That would be quite funny at the same time. But those are the sort of things I'm expecting to happen. One of those 2 things, but I actually get the feeling it will be a really like nothing happens in it at all type of race. Birmingham's waveform. Where are Birmingham sort of league-wise these days? Like every time I look at the championship, it feels like it looks so different to how it did like when I looked a week ago. I mean, that's how league tables work, right? But still. Hadrak Grava. Oh, he's actually playing for Rook. 29-year-old Slovenian goalkeeper. Damn, okay. I was going to say, he feels like he should be playing for a better... Oh, wait. So he's actually leaving Cracovia to join Rook. Yeah, Rook are top flight. And it looks like at this rate, Cracovia might not be. Sorry, Slovakia. Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry. I think the reshade thing does make some of the text a little bit harder to read. I need to sort of tweak that. Highlights the new patch. So, has anyone got a link to the article? So we can look at the patch notes. I'm going to say look at the patch notes, so someone can look at the patch notes. Because there's a lot of stuff in there, basically. But the crucial things... I guess it's hard to sort of highlight anything because everybody's going to have different expectations of what they're looking for. Yeah, he's looking for a way out rather than a drop down, isn't he? Yeah, so Tessa Woolart here with Italian and Belgian knowledge. She needs to get a face. 151 caps, damn. Okay. Oh, wait, I see. So she starts off as a player, but now she's a DOF. If she could just get better as a DOF, that'd be kind of cool. That's exactly what I think is going to happen, Dan. I think they'll play it safe and accept that as long as like Lando doesn't fall too far, then it doesn't really matter what Max does because he's too far behind. So yeah, Amara Diouf plays for Cracovia. He's worth an absolute fortune, and they are essentially massively misusing one of the best young players in the game. Problem being, we have no way of getting him off them if they get relegated because he's worth too much and there's no get out clauses because they were such a good side. So there's no like relegation clauses and none of that. Lisa, yeah, I know. I was busy watching The Holiday. Pog and I did Christmas stuff yesterday, so we put the tree up, did all that kind of stuff, and then we watched The Holiday because how could you not, right? So I was busy watching that while the Leeds game was going on. Looked down, it was 2-0 Liverpool. I thought, fair enough. And then all of a sudden, it was 3-3. Christmas triage, nice. That is amazing news, Jams. Jams? Jams. That is actually really good knowledge. So the transfer in requirements now take 2 weeks to come through properly. Maybe there's some variance on that, I don't know. But then you get a notification when it's done. That's so good. So I'm clipping that so I can... basically, at the end of next week, after the recap video, which is probably going to be Thursday morning, I'm going to do a little mini scouting video on Friday because we found loads of little mini things like that kind of stuff that I feel like people need to know about, but it's not worth me putting in like one video for each thing because I ain't that type of a... Yeah, that's why I didn't make a patch video, because I figured that we could talk about the patch for the Building a Nation stuff in the Building a Nation video, and then I can talk about the scouting stuff in the scouting video. Saves me making unnecessary videos, I suppose. I'm just a triage dirtbag. Oh no, absolutely will, Kima. And he'll want to leave because he won't want to get relegated, but the point is we're not going to have the funds to buy him. Because even if we do get Champions League, we won't get the money fast enough for us to have the funds available. Although, I don't intend to make a lot of January signings. So we could start counting our pennies, and I just don't think that's the right move for us. It'll be way too much. He's the kind of guy you sign before he joins a Polish side, basically. That's the way I'm looking at it. Right, this was the Japanese team. Not Japanese team, sorry. Brazilian team. Nova Iguacu. Yeah, someone will definitely take him, but I don't think it'll be... No, he hasn't got any clauses, we checked. This is what I was saying, like, because they were the second place team last season, my guess is that, and they were in, like, the Champions League, initially at least, they were so good that there was no need for, like, clauses or anything. So as a result, if they get relegated, he's got, like, a wage drop clause, but no relegation release clauses or anything like that. He's just pure... Yeah. He's well out of our price range. He's probably going to join an English club kind of thing, you know? Wisła Kraków. Do you know what, lads? Yeah, we'll help. At least they fixed that bug with the... Yeah, they did sack their manager as far as I know. At least they fixed that bug where players were complaining that you were selling a prospect when you were just loaning someone out. Because that was... I haven't had that happen yet, but I know how annoying that was for you lot. Port of... Oh, my goodness. Good intakes. To be fair, they are in a playable league, so... Oh, this was the other one. So, Van Hansbergen is going to go to Rozvoj Katowice. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, wait, hang on. That's incredible. Primcio, the team I'm loaning this guy to is literally the team you were just about to ask me to team report on. Either you saw that from that and it reminded you, or that's just the... Wow, the odds of that. Nice. Yeah, the youth intake should happen today. Or more. It's all Brazil. No, we're not doing that one. But we're getting there. Particularly, I'm almost more reticent about this as well, just because... Wait, those are inactive, right? Yeah. Wait, no. Those are active? But... Maybe it's because he's not officially left yet. That's incredible. The odds of that. Okay, sick. So yeah, the youth intake is the 22nd of March, which means we've got 6 games between it and us right now, and we need to get through those games in order to get it. So I'm going to be hitting some spacebar today is what I'm saying. I keep forgetting that John Carver is managing Lechia. It's just, it throws me every single time. So he's happy promises kept. Right, Mimosa scout report. No, I know he is. It's just the fact that he's actually doing quite a good job. I think they're like 4th in the league. I just wish I knew that more. Oh, they actually are 4th in the league. Okay, good. It's starting to stick in my brain a little bit more now. Cracovia. Ooh. Pogon 1. Cracovia back to 5 points from safety. I think they were on the cook a little bit, but now they might be dropping. Right, so ASIC Mimosa scout reports come through. We aren't going to re-click it. So in theory, I just want to check to see if they did fix it, but I don't think they did, right? No. So it still doesn't show things you already know here, which is... I've reported this to them literally weeks ago now, but okay, it is what it is. So now in theory, if I go to here, this should have ASIC Mimosas, not this one, because this is the Polish one. So if I do that is at least 99, no, that's not most, is at least 999. There you go. So yes, the team report scouting filters do finally work again. It is delicious. So that now does become a viable prospect further down the line. Although, that being said, there's a couple of lads in here that might be... I mean, they're still too young to really focus on. I think they're actually probably on the other list anyway. But there's 3 dudes here from their first year's youth intake that are probably pretty tasty. None of whom we'd be able to sign yet because they're too young, but God damn, they're good. They're all just going to quickly nip over onto Santa Baby in the meantime. But yeah, that's great news. I'm just glad that works now, more than anything else. What I might do actually is quickly just try like one single transfer him in, just to sort of because I've got to recreate. One thing I don't like is that they move the requirements thingy down to the bottom of the list. Like, why is it down here? It was so much better when it was up to the top. It was just easier to make things. Let's just do central midfielder that goes to a DM out of position. And then any age, breakthrough prospect. And just see what happens with that for the time being. I would say so, Rocket Down. The only thing to be wary of is that loan issue that people are still having. I want to figure out what's causing that and if there's a way around it, firstly. Karamov for £1.1 million. Absolutely not. It does seem like it's easier to just reject people out right now, which is good too. Not considered doubtful. Oh. Okay. Is that more for the... Oh, for the 16-year-old EU guys. Yeah, because those are the often ones that are like a bit of... They'll either come or they won't, and it seems to be random. Whereas anyone outside of the EU, like the African, they're not going to come at 16. Even if we had like massive... ooh, here we go. Here we go. Right. Make sure the shortlist is actually clear for it. That's the Polish children shortlist. Ah, see, this is what I was worried about. It's a shame we couldn't get Kursane, but unfortunately, his value shot up to £8 million. And we do not have that. I just realised I don't need to do that, do I? I just needed to clear it. There we go. Nice. Right, back into player echoes. Yeah, the Polish youngsters are going to be in these next little few reports. We're obviously getting them more frequently at the moment because we're inside the window. But it's still worth a little look. I'm pretty much just going to filter by potential because that's all we're after here. Oh, he was I just saw him, but he was at Jagiellonia. So get rid of pretty much anyone who hasn't got something in that last star for this stage. Just makes it easier to work through. Get rid of you. Okay. Polish regen children. That's what we're after. You're that guy we were just looking at. And you're not a regen anyway. One guy. But that's okay. There's one dude. But he'll do for now. He might be a little bit sketchy, but that's still... We'll be able to get him cheap, I would have thought. Daniel Bartosz. Now then. Ooh, actually, I'll tell you what. Handling looks good. 5'11" for a goalie, but he's only 17. He's a mercenary. We're not doing team report scanning yet. I don't think it's worthwhile us touching that yet until we can really get the machine built up. Team report scanning for me is really useful when you're sort of maybe I don't like starting until about 3 to 5 years into the save, mostly because it gives the teams a chance to build up players for us to actually find in those reports. What's his jumping reach? Ooh. Yeah, his aerial reach is probably pretty whiffy as well. Let's just see about the money. Loan farmer only. The question is, though, do I want to pay any kind of money for a loan farmer at this stage? Probably not. Because we can get them for free. And, like... We'll find better guys in the Polish the Polish scouting than him. I think it's just because it's the very first players that are coming through. I don't think he's worth paying money. Like with these guys, we're mostly going to have to pay money for them, so they need to kind of be worth our money. But remember, there's 250 of these guys, and I think we only saw maybe like 10 of them in that report. The next one is likely to have the real good shit in. Ah, right, so this is the... Oh, imagine if... Is there a bookmark you can do for player database? Yes! Just make it so much easier to get to this. Okay, anyone from... Oh, maybe they don't have any players in that squad. That might be the issue. There's only one guy in the entire team. I think he was in that report. Hello, Raphael. Right. 1 second. I think he was in there, wasn't he? Yeah, there he is. Is he lacking potential? There he is. Raphael Victor. Very interesting. Look at those attributes. Oh, yeah, we got attribute colors back. Totally forgot to mention that. He's cheap. These are the kind of players I can drop money on. If he'll join us and his wages aren't absurd. Ooh, a little bit hefty on the wages, but I like his attributes, and I actually want to just test this theory out of Hadrian's, frankly. He'd have been very good for the beta, yeah. Hello, Chucho. Fuck it. What do you want, lads? 37... Ooh, no, we're not doing that, lads. Can I scroll? Oh, wait. Oh, you have to scroll the other way. I'll give you 26. There you go. Very, very nice. So if I'm understanding this correctly, Hadrian, basically the thing with them is they produce players that are on par with a lot of the other clubs at that level, but for some reason they're a lot cheaper. Is it because the club's reputation is lower? Because I can totally see why you're interested in these guys. I'd never even heard of these guys. Are they like newly promoted to like, what division are they even in? Is it like Serie B in Brazil? Future prospect. And he's Brazilian, which makes it so much easier for me. We'll do that. With a guy like this, if we're going to give him these kind of wages, I am going to have to obviously make sure we get a 3-year boat clause on top. But his Brazilianness will make this a lot easier. Can I even bring... Ooh. Go on, give me 800. There we go. We can afford it for now. Lookup's been done. We've just done all the lookups, but if you remind me what yours was, I'll happily show you again, because I don't want you to miss out on it. You're paying good points for that, damn it. But we just finished them all. I'm trying to, like... make sure that we get up to where we... Oh, no. Oh, damn. That's actually really bad. Fractured metatarsal. He's got that Wayne Rooney injury from ages ago. I think these guys are, like, out of contract anyway, essentially. Yeah, we've... To be fair, some of these are just song requests today. Wazitsky time. It might have to be. Because Grujic is out. So last game it was Faye and Stabile. So it may well end up having to be the old second choice pairing again. Which worked well last time. Right, the reserves. Did they have... That probably didn't add anyone to the list, but we'll just see if it did. No, no one made the cut there, which makes sense. It's probably empty anyway. I keep thinking these are... Like... I think... Oh, it's because he's on my shortlist, isn't it? That must be why he's appearing on there. Find some emergency youngster defender. It would, but... Like, it's a question of, do we want to see the youth intake today, or do we want an emergency youngster that's unlikely to play for us at the moment? We have to... But remember, we've also got that other centre-back that we signed, the Brazilian guy. He could technically cover as well, and he sort of fits the mold of... The mold of emergency youngster. I'll show you in a minute. You may know who I mean, but there was a Brazilian centre-back that we signed. One of the few guys that we did find off the Brazilian cheapies last stream, the one that actually was affordable. He, I think, could probably do that role for us quite nicely. Potentially. Oh, I see. So the facilities are decent. Is that why perhaps they're getting better CA? Because they're developing faster? I don't know if that matters or not. I forget. I really do want to do a deep dive into youth recruitment. Sorry, into youth development on this year's game. I need to carry the flag for where Max left us, you know? Ferodbek Soyabov. Good name. Oh my god! How are you getting these? What? How did you find him? He's even better than the previous one. Uzbek is goated. To be fair, we did find a really solid looking Uzbek striker on that request that you did, Hadrian. The report came through a couple of streams later, and we found a guy. He was too young to join us, but damn. Alex Paulson, of course, in all his glory. Bit of a neck on Mr. Paulson as well. Can't go wrong there. Uzbekistan, I mean, ever since the days of Bobby Abduholikov, I've known that they had something cooking there, but hot dog. Oh, you think that they've got a better youth rating this year, maybe, as well, because of the World Cup stuff? Neck is even better in person. You'd love to see it. Lewis Wren, wait, did you come at Santos? I don't think we've looked you up yet. That's cool. I like that choice as well, because it means you're likely to be quite good too, because Santos and Brazilian youth rating. Love the hair as well. I don't think... Oh, yeah, we've definitely not looked up Lewis Wren yet. And that's that. Love to see it. We are definitely getting a little bit more of this information filling in. What I'll do is once we reach a situation where we've got like enough scouts, maybe like 10, then I'll put them all on a short list if I can, those that I'm allowed to. And then I'll start doing more scouting on them. But for the moment, the issue is that the scouts would just keep sending them through our reports and it would clog up our actual reports for the time being. Right, Rangemore can't start today. We do need to start an actual adult in that position.
This is where I parked my car.
Legaldino, thank you for the 26 months. How the devil are you, friend? Hope your Sunday is going fabulously. Right. So he can't play. So it's going to be Stabile and then AN other in the back. So there's it was Martinelli. That was the guy. Quirtiest. Thank you for the follow. I think it has to be Martinelli. As far as centre-backs go. He feels like the obvious choice to put inside there. Actually, there was Wazitsky as well. But Martinelli is young. And I do kind of like him. If I remember correctly. Is that 16 jumping reach? He's actually really quite tasty. Like, he's a bit limited in the passing stuff, but defensively, he looks like he could be really solid. Right, who do I want to whack on the bench there? Young Iranian. Young Iranian's not a centre-back, though, is he? He's a centre midfielder. Who's going on the bench? Karamov kind of needs to get in there, doesn't he? That's Mr. Martinelli to you. Maybe even the Honourable Professor Martinelli. Give it a chance. Oh, if you missed this on Tuesday, chat, firstly, Benza scored a goal. We got him to score a goal. In addition, chat did some research and we found out that not only is he an elected official in Zimbabwe, he's also a professor. The Benza story goes deep, let me tell you. That'll be fine. Lovely. Yes, I did, Gibbon. Obviously, I have score notifications on for Wisła games. And when I saw, not only they were losing to these guys, that our guy had actually scored. For that alone, he might get on the bench. Instead of maybe... God, who does he go on the bench for? Actually, I might just leave him on the bench for this one. He's definitely getting some game time. It's tougher when they're not a striker. One with 7 tackling. That was Slavko. He was the Croatian-Belgian amateur guy. He was everything except a tackly boy. I think we were retraining him to play wing-back, actually. That way he doesn't have to do as much tackling. This is a huge game. Top of the league. Whoa, okay. Doing it down here now, are we? Love to see it. That was cool. Wait, he owns a football club as well? Isn't that quite a big club? Or is there another club I'm thinking of that has a very similar name? I might be getting confused on that one, in fairness. Yeah, apparently they were a much bigger side back in the day, and they're sort of on their way back up these days. Yeah, I feel like they're the sort of team that I often see whenever we're looking for Panashema to Banyoka for the most part. In fact, we probably managed against them when we were managing Highlanders back on African Adventure. I do love Jagiellonia's kits. You very rarely see a yellow and red hoop setup. You know, even Watford wouldn't dare, although they probably have had a couple of kits that kind of mimic that a little bit. But it's a nice idea. Oh, I like that idea. The match engine does look better. I don't know if it's just because I'm noticing slight changes and it feels fresh, but there's something about the way that the players are moving just feels a little bit more... It could be a placebo thing more than anything else, but they just look kind of nice. I also quite like the way that the fullbacks are stepping on to our wingbacks here. And now they may still go past them time to time, but it doesn't look like he's just able to breeze past them immediately. We're actually having to build up the play through the middle a bit more. In fact, oh, wait a minute. It's Kuzemka again. Yes! Near post. This could actually be the kind of game, if we were to win it, that could put us in massively pole position for the title race. And shouts are back, of course, yes. Let's see if... They do. They look more natural. Even the tackles and collisions seem a little bit more natural. Like the way that he just skimmed his foot over the top of the ball there. Like it affected the ball, but it didn't stop it entirely because he kind of missed it. This is tremendous. Right, let's do a shout. Although at 1-0, I never used to find shouts work before, but hey. Maybe things have changed. What's I used to do? Praise. Hey, it worked at 1-0. I'm probably not going to use them, honestly. Until they are implemented in a way that they actually want, I'm not sure it's really like... I was always finding it weird that the shouts were such a big deal. Like, of all the things that were not present in the game, it felt like the shouts being the one thing was a bit strange. Lads, you can't just pick the ball up. He's not the youngest on the field. No, of course he isn't, because they'll have, what's he called? Siemeniec. They're, well, not just theirs. Poland's next bright youth player, who is playing at left-sided centre-back for them. Still hasn't got any Poland caps yet. Oh, he's been playing. He's probably getting close to 50 appearances already. The play from... I wonder if that's because of the... There could be certain tactical reasons why that's the case. Because remember, for most of my players, they're on an incredibly high-disciplined, low-dribbling style. And I wonder if that's what stops them from doing that. There's only 3 players in my system that actually have license to dribble a bit. And that's my wingbacks and Kuzemka. But maybe it's them guys that are doing it. I don't know. But you mean in these sort of situations here? Oh, that's actually... Oh, good lord. Okay, keeper. Chill, chill. Martinelli has not been a fan of us today, apparently. Just tell us they did nothing. Just put out an update and be like, hey, you figure it out. We are very lucky to be 1-0 up in this game. It's been dead, frankly. Nothing has happened. But we've scored. And that's all that needs to happen. If it's a 1-0 win and Kuzemka scores the only goal, I'm more than happy. Feels like I was doing something. I guess... I feel like the absence... We talked about this before, but I feel like the absence of the shouts actually made me get a bit more into the tactical stuff and made me want to tweak more in games. Now, not that I have done as much lately, because almost the tactic's just been working. And I'm kind of glad that we don't look like it's broken too bad. Just not as intended. Yeah, I know, but then what do they actually do then? Like, they put out such bad messaging surrounding these things. This would put us 4 points above them if we got the dub. I think a draw might be more likely, but still delighted. Is this Tate McRae? It feels like this is like that Dan would request. Oh, it's Camila Cabello. Wow. Sounds a bit like Tate McRae. You found another one. Good God. What do you reckon? Uzbekistan wins the World Cup soon? Hello, Pog.
It's a sad day.
It's a sad day. What's happened?
My rail card expired and I'm no longer eligible.
It's a sad day, apparently, chat. Pog's rail card has finally expired.
And I'm no longer eligible to renew.
She's no longer eligible. I mean, you are 31, right? You've run that rail card into the ground, frankly.
No,
It's served you well.
Less so this year.
Well, yeah, but that's a good thing, really. You don't really need your rail card anymore because you're not commuting to work on the train anymore. Yeah. You're driving your wonderful van, Simon. Yeah. I say wonderful van. Your incredibly irritating van, Simon.
No, Simon's a lovely van, but he just needs.
Oh, now she changed him. Just doesn't have the range.
No, he's really nice to try.
Morning, team.
Hope
everyone's
Thank you very much
well.
for the 9 months. I am terrific. Just a little bit warm today. We are the headphone couple. We are. That's how we speak to each other. We're all about the headphone life. Karamov on, obviously. Might sub off Kazemka. What am I doing there? Doing it in weird ways. We're going backwards, friends. We're going to get Bandama off. Who's on the bench? I could have brought Ranjbor on, but it's only 1-0 to us, and I don't really want to risk him in this game.
Bye.
But maybe, bye Pog. Maybe a Matsoki. Get Matsoki's in there. X4 Play 99. Thank you for the follow. Seems to have to shut demand more. I guess maybe it's just because I never really used to tie those things together in my brain, and as a result, its absence didn't have the same effect on me. It certainly seems. Oh, another one. Step back as a forward. I don't know if I want to do that in a 1-0 title. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Ranjbor. We can't bring in Ranjbor in a game where we're 1-0 up against. Oh my God. Quickly and gone. I mean, just these players, man. I'm hoping in a couple of seasons we'll be able to find those guys, and maybe I'm just not seeing them yet because it's so early. I'll tell you what, if we get a 1-0 win here, Karamov's hurt. That's actually frustrating because now Ranjbor may have to come in. Whoa! Gilbert is struggling in terms of his... Wow. I wonder if that's because they brought back the shouts and now there's more weird stuff going on with the body language, because I've never seen that before. Yeah, Ranjbor's going to have to come in here for Karamov on the other side. Let me just quickly do that, and then when it goes through... Christ, that took forever. I will... Calm down? Is that the right one to use? Probably not. It's hard to tell. Yeah, Ranjbot, I think he's going to have to get up to date. Don't have shouts. Do you have the beta version of the game? As in, are you on the beta branch of FM26? Because that's where they will be. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, no! I actually thought that was going to be offside. That's why I wasn't reacting. He looked like he was well off. A Mythico Pollute. What a name. Oh, wait, hang on. Have they fixed anything to do with VAR? Yes! Sorry, I didn't realise they'd fixed that. Come on! Oh, he's miles offside. Wait, no, he's not, is he? Because that's not where the ball was taken, but... Oh, he is offside. Come on! Keeper... I mean, I think he only gets that header because of his offsidiness, you know? That's a huge moment. That, honestly, could be the moment that we'd look back on as the moment this league potentially went towards us. Because if they equalise there, suddenly it's game on. And Lech Poznan, I think, would actually even go above us. It's a three-way title battle, except it might not be. Beta version. If you're not sure, then it suggests you're probably not. As in, did you specifically go into your Steam settings and set yourself to be on the beta version of the game? Because unless you've done that, then you're not on the beta version. It's not something that just gets given to you. You have to actually specifically sign up for it inside Steam. No, okay, in that case, yeah. You're going to need to actually, basically, go to your library, right-click on FM, go to Properties. You'll see a little panel, a pop-up will come up, and there's some bars down the side. One of them will say Betas. If you go into that, there'll be a box on the right-hand side that will have a little drop-down. Inside that, there's one called, like, Public Beta Track or something. Go on that, and that'll do it. It'll reinstall itself, basically. That is huge. Oh... What a win. We're 3 points clear of Lech Poznan now. 4 points clear of Jagiellonia, who I truly think are actually the team that we will beat. Like, they were the one to beat. We've beaten them home and away. No, we didn't. We lost at home to them, didn't we? This is on now. European ranking? Absolutely, I can. I don't think it's likely to change much. We're only in season 2 at the moment. We did. Well done, lads. And that was with like a second choice defense too. So I don't know, because I know that in the patch notes there was a thing that mentioned, oh god, you've just got a new contract. I gave you one less than 6 months ago, I think. Your contract finishes in 2.5 years and has a 3-year extension. I'm not giving you a new contract when you've got 5 years left on your contract. Absolutely not. I think I'll just have to walk away. Since I can't, like, talk to his agent, he's going to kick off. Now we have to do it. Oh, so you have to reverse it. How many games? I don't know, actually. I think 12, maybe? Something like that. Main update changes. There's almost too many things to go through. Like, there is a huge patch notes file that will have everything in it because it's so... There's so much more than a normal one. So everyone's kind of looking at different things. So things that are important to me are perhaps not going to be important to other people. That's never worked for me. He's got 5 years left on his current deal. Is he an influential member of the squad? I might try the can't afford to. Listen, mate. You've got 5 years on your deal. You're going nowhere. I'm not giving you a new contract 6 months after I just gave you a 5-year contract. That's ridiculous. It's unfortunate, but I'm not going to be beaten about like that. Yeah, there was some changes to the... There was some change to rules in Poland. I can't remember what it was, but it was definitely highlighted in there. I just don't remember exactly what they'd changed. So it might not affect us at all. But I believe in Poland it is head-to-head, yeah. Or it is in our league, at least. Oh, we're getting Rafael Victor. 26k. Ezpez. Love that for him. Coaching advice, we're fine with that. Honestly, I don't really think I want to make too many more signings in. Oh, God, here we go. It's babysitter manager time, chat. Everybody's favourite point. Squad unhappy with the treatment of Jakub Krzyżanowski. The squad feel that you, despite offering him a contract 6 months ago, should now offer him another contract. Oh, it's only 2 lads, neither of whom are in any way important. So you're now happy about that? Kind of new deal. What else is he meant to do? He's not meant to do anything. He's meant to accept the fact that he signed a new deal 5 months ago! Okay, that's fine. In fairness, I can't say, oh my god, that's an FN26 thing, because that was the exact same nonsense you got in FN24, as we all know. Yeah, the walkway thing, because it gives you the next bit, doesn't it? And you can then negotiate with them more. It just, when that first came up, I didn't know what to do, because they changed the process on it a little bit. It's nice. To be fair, if it feels like it needs to tank that for us, then it's more than welcome to. We will persist. That's a lot of injuries. Right, I wanted to look up quickly the continents. They've still got world in there. I love it. You think they just have an option that you could just click world, but no. Europe, it doesn't seem like women's coefficients. Maybe it shows up if you're doing a save in the women's leagues. I don't know.
So I tell the swamp donkey.
We've got 9 points on the year. Poland are cooking this year. Vito Carter, thank you for the follow, man. Has it actually? I see. Oh, is it like a database thing? That's actually... Decline the player meetings. I don't decline the player meetings because I find that will just always choose the worst options at that point, and then you will end up in trouble. But because occasionally you can get out of those meetings with the right things, you just have to figure out. I should have gone for the influential player thing, actually. They did indeed, yes. This is now fixed. So much so that you can actually see we are 3rd on the year overall because of the way that we've got 3 Polish sides in the Conference League actually kind of doing bits. So Norway's coefficients should now, in theory, be... wrong one. Yep, see, 8.6 points for Norway. So yeah, they're officially fixed. Love that. Okay, cool. So what does that do for next season out of interest? So we'd overtake Greece and Switzerland. But annoyingly, because of Norway's really good season... Wait, is there someone else in there? No. Wait. No. Because of Norway's annoyingly good season, we actually would only go up to 12th, which is still pretty sick. I mean, it's literally... I think Poland could have like 12 points this year, which is amazing. Wasn't what I was expecting at all. They've really kind of cooked this year. Martinelli's injured, tight hamstring, we're all good. Moderate calf strain, out for years. Thankfully, he hasn't played too much. He's more of a B team kind of guy. Meeting. Yeah, I feel like ignoring that kind of stuff does seem to just like cause way more issues. the other reason I like to do those meetings as well is because there are ways that you can come out of them with the correct answer, or like the one that you'd be happy with. It's just a question of figuring out what works for which player. I think in that situation, I possibly could have done the influential player thing. That might have worked. This was one of the other random dudes. Is this the Haitian guy? No, it's the Mozambique dude. Oh, he is not good. But that's okay. Transfer, loan status, available for loan. Love to see it. The calf strain. It's not so much the specific calf strain, it's just the moderate. Any injury that's got moderate written to it, you know they're going to be out for a good amount of time. That's the... I think they maybe need to work on the names there for a little bit. To me, that's... I guess really it's minor, moderate, and severe, isn't it? So maybe I'm just... Maybe I need to get my head around it. Okay, under 19 team is looking a bit more nice. New intermediary suggestion. Let me guess, he's worth... Actually, he's quite cheap. TSV Harburg. Wow. Look at his hair. He's quite a fun player, actually. Let me just sort of see what his demands were. Wages are a bit high, but the deal's interesting. I don't think we really need him right now, but in the summer... Hey, he has no contract. Okay, I'm definitely going to put him on the shortlist for the time being, then. Just to make sure we've got someone for the summer as an option. Yeah, that's exactly it. It's that the game hasn't got enough granularity. Just having like 5 ranges instead of 3 would give you more options there. So if it was like minor... I don't know what other words you'd use. I guess you could have severe and then did like extremely severe. And then you could have like... It's the one between minor and moderate. That's the one that I can't seem to think of a word that suits those things. Because as far as I know, there's only 3 buckets for the developed state thing as well, isn't there? And that's one of the issues we ran into with Hungary. But issues with Rhiners. Yeah, I mean, I agree, Eliano. To be fair, he is expected to be an important player, and he simply hasn't had an opportunity to start that often. So I totally understand his complaints, because I offered him that, and I lied to him there. All I can offer him here is to say, hey, you've not really been that for us. If you'd like that, that's fine. Maybe you might want to leave then. You're going nowhere? Okay. That's on you then, bud. Like, I offered you a lower squad status, I've offered to sell you. These are your 2 choices. Minor model. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, maybe you actually want minor to become like that middle ground, then you have something just before then, so it's like knock or something. Oh, we're playing Rakov next as well. This is that tough run of games I was talking about. Though we got through the first one quite easily, and that win against Jagiellonia has certainly set us up. But now we've still got to play Rakov, Lechia, John Carver's Lechia. So literally we're playing reigning champions who are 8th at the moment but on the rise. We've got 4th to come as well. We still have to play Lech Poznan too. This does not get easier for us anytime soon. Right. But the squad kind of... Does it pick itself, or is there some players that have come back from injury now? Krzyzanowski can't play this game because he's suspended. No one is needing to be taken out except for him, which means probably Mura. I don't want to play an unhappy Reinders in that role, particularly as it's not really his best position anyway. He's more of a right-sider. I mean, he could play everywhere, of course, but... Right, one more player to bring onto the bench. It's got to be Staniak, right? Oh, Gricic is back. I think I'll swap those 2 back and get you around there. And then Staniak to the bench. We've got to give him a chance, right? With broken collarbones. Okay. Wow, I didn't even notice that. Maybe we've just not had that injury. Saudi transfer offers. I don't know. We've not really had any yet. I think it's just because we're not quite at the level where they would consider our players to be gettable for Saudi. Or not gettable, but like they wouldn't want to sign our guys, basically. So as a result, we've not had that issue yet. What was the issue with Saudi transfers? Out of interest. Yeah, unhappy. Oh, wait, hang on. Right. So I mean, Stepic's going to have to be on the bench, isn't he? Instead of maybe even Godfrey. No, not Godfrey for this game. Actually, I'll just let Mura play the full 90. That should do it, right? Nope, still one more. Oh, might have to be Jarko. Because without Krzyzanowski in the team, it does actually kind of screw us a little bit. Maybe just no Staniak for this game. Wait, what? Wait, hang on. Well, hang on. Am I going to have to dip into the youth team to find a guy for this? Or is there someone else I'm missing here? Wazitsky? He won't count, right? Because he's too old. Right, we're going to have to just nab a guy from the under-19 squad. Problem is, it's all full of Dutchmen. Oh my god. Right, 1 second. You're right. That's a good idea, Basil, actually, yeah. Let me just get rid of someone who I know won't work. Like, I guess Yarko won't work. And then I'll just do pick without restriction, unpick positions only. It'll just dump someone in there. No, it won't. Okay, cool. No! Oh, I accidentally... Oh, wait, hang on. I can just undo, can't I? Wait, can I not undo? You can't undo that. Cool. Amazing. I thought the undo button would let me undo that, but no, apparently not. Okay. There isn't an undo button. Top right. Oh, it's there. Okay, we're good. Sorry, I thought the Control Z would still undo things. My apologies. I thought it used to be down here, like behind my face cam. Okay, we're back to where we were. Unfortunately, now that is... That's right, isn't it? Yeah, okay, that's cool. Let me just turn these on. Maybe there's no one that suited it at all. Works the same. I see. So I thought it was still tied to Control Z as well. That was my next thought. Right. Okay, so the quick pick isn't even picking a player for that role, which either means we might just have to leave a bench spot, or we're not allowed to do that. Oh, no, we can do that, can't we? We can just leave an open bench spot. It's annoying, but this is why we need to bring through some more guys. I think it's because Furman doesn't count yet because he's not been here long enough, despite the fact he is Polish. They picked Steven. Did it? No, we still had no one in slot 1 that I could see. Oh, no, we do. No, we've still only got 11 men on the bench, so it definitely didn't pick someone. We've only got 11 guys there. I think it's just that there wasn't anyone, or it's not capable of like filtering through that kind of stuff, which is easily the case as well. Let's keep going, lads. Oh, I'm really not a fan of this whole moving to the bottom of the screen thing. Like, snow! We're getting snow. Wait, wasn't it like late February? Love it. Most interesting in your players more than others, I guess. But doesn't that somewhat mimic real life a little bit with the Saudi stuff? Oh, look at that. I do wish it was kind of like, my guess is all the players that were eligible for that were involved in B team or under 19 matches on the same day and are thus were unavailable. This will be fine. This is not going to be an issue in a couple of years, basically, because we'll have good youth prospects coming through, hopefully. And we'll be signing some young guys that are going to essentially count for that anyway. So that should be all right. Yeah, I think that just getting a lot of the big ticket bugs out of the way is going to be a huge deal. All right, I want to try a shout of like just straight up encourage here. See if this does anything. I'm just looking at the little faces. Oh dear, James did not like that. He was not a fan of encourage. Oh, look at the snow. I like this. It's like not heavy snow, just a little light dusting that's not actually going to be settling or anything. It looks so prettiful and Christmassy. I haven't actually got any Christmas stuff up in my office just yet. We only did the downstairs yesterday and like the tree and things. Oh, hello, that's a ball. Kaziemka over the top again. Come on, Mache, you can do it. Oh, I mean, he can. He just didn't. Renewing contracts, you bring loads of the free transfers. I don't know. The only downside with that is I suspect that that might be quite hard as well because players, when they leave Saudi, or at least in previous FMs, used to have quite weird salary expectations because of the money they were on in Saudi. But maybe that's changed. It seemed to mean that a lot of players were not coming back to Europe because they were simply pricing themselves out of any moves. That's actually an annoyingly good pass, and it's over. Oh, the Beast with the 21 months. They still do, right? Yeah, I get it. In a sense, you're not going to want to reduce your lifestyle, but at some point you think if the player wants to move back to Europe, then it means that basically no clubs. We had that exact thing in the Outcast to Icon saves where we sold. No, it wasn't. It was in Malta. We sold a guy to a Saudi club, and eventually he came back and joined RB Leipzig on stupid money. Don't know how they could afford it at the time. Rodano, James saved again. Oh, fed him really nicely. I love a regen. It's my jam. Ooh, oh, good name. Oh my god, he's really good. I just want one player early doors in this save that we can kind of latch onto, and it's off the post now from Duda. We are crushing it here. Pull it back. James again. Blocked again. This is an absolute pepperfest. Sounds like a vegetable garden. Because Yevka's not had a good game. Wow, the players... It does seem like the players' body language icons are far more... what's the word I'm looking for here? They move... They change a lot. It seems like there's a lot more variation in their body language than there was before. No, intake isn't until the 22nd of March, which is why we've got to make sure we get through the game so we can get to it before the F1 starts. That's the sort of race against the clock today, chat. Do not let me waffle for too long on a screen where there's nothing in the background. That's your job. Oh, back post header maybe? No, Duda is never winning that. If anything, Vandenbos really should have been the guy in that position. Come on. This has been a great start to the game. Oh, the build-up. Oh, come on. No! That would have been amazing. I'm seeing a bit more of that with this patch today. That, those little intricate passing plays around the edge of the box. It seems like we did a little bit of that back when we first built this tactic, but it seemed to move away from it a little bit. But now, it feels like there's just a touch more intricacy with our passing, which is kind of what I wanted. It's nice to see those little intricate moves in the box. Rodado cutting back inside. We've got options on the edge. Lots of them that just holds onto the ball and over the bar again. We are pushing. That is what the tactic's meant to do, and it almost felt like when we first built it, it was doing that, but there was other issues. But then there was the most recent patch before this one. It felt like it just sort of wasn't following the instructions quite as much, whereas now it feels like it's following it more, which is great. Hello, Chris. Kuzyenko's been bad, but everyone else has been brilliant in this game in terms of creativity. Unfortunately, a draw is not good enough. Rodado seems like he's... You're right. The one thing it has done is it seems to have made Rodado better again. He's got a 7 in the first half. And this is a guy who realistically for the last, like 2 streams, pretty much had done nothing except score like 2 penalties. Which was bumping his numbers slightly when he probably didn't even deserve that, really. But the last 2 games, he scored a brilliant goal in the last game. I think. No, the first game. And he's had a good, solid first half performance here, despite not scoring. In fact, both he and Furman have. More woodwork stuff. I think you might be right. We have, I think, hit the woodwork 3 times in this first half already. But maybe that's just a side effect of perhaps before it was going in a little bit too often. I don't know. Now, if it keeps happening, obviously, then it's a little bit different. Oh, hello. That's a great pass. Rodado's in. He's got 1 man to take on. He's cutting inside, and it's an easy finish. The defender has just sold himself there, and Rodado makes it 1-0. Mura with the assist. This is the Angel Rodado that I loved. This is the player that we saw last season, making these runs, taking people on. Random little bit of route 1 from Rodado. The defender there, I must admit, does not... I mean, what is he doing there? The redemption of Rodado... Watch him now actually end up finishing top scorer this season. Because despite the amount of goals we're scoring, and the fact that we're top of the league, we've still... Our top scorer, as far as I know, still only has 7 goals. Maybe 8 now, because Kiziem got on in that last game. We've got nobody standing out as like a true goal scorer for us right now. I'm enjoying the redemption. See, I always believed and just was waiting for the patch to see if it would fix him. Oh god, dude is hurt again. Ah, buggery. Right. Karam obviously easily the man for this job. Might as well use this opportunity to take some subbies anyway. Gilbert's now a further up type of dude. Reinders is very much not who I want to bring on this game apparently because he's complacent. Do I want to go Ranjbar? Nah. At 1-0? If it was 2 goals, I'd give him the chance, but right now we just need to protect the lead. But then who else do I even make changes with? Omich is not really what we want. Kutvar, Onve, both strikers have done okay, but maybe Matsoki for Furman, just to keep him fresh, the youngster. That's only 3 subs. Fuck it, I'm going to roll the dice on Ranjbar. This might be a bad idea. But, hey, if he's good enough, he'll play. Hello, little man. 9.5, damn. That's dope. Norway, to be fair, are kind of crushing it this season as well for us. Say for us. They're actually stopping us from doing well. I'm just happy the Polish team's doing something in Season 2 without us. That's the benefit of starting with a nation like Poland instead of someone like Malta. Like, they can do some stuff on their own. They're going to get better when we start helping them, but right now, at least they're able to get some kind of good ones. Only in New York. I know. You got the dub. First regulation loss in over a month as well. But then we're straight back. Luckily, Rangers and they're at home, so it's a tough one. But McKinnon, again, like 2 more of them. Just, it's ridiculous. I was looking at the standings this morning, and that was a really weird game. We just did nothing in the second half, which is fine because we won the game. But literally, it's just Colorado, Dallas, and then everybody else. Yeah, the last 2 games have been weird. Like, both 1-0 scorelines, but almost the exact opposite of each other in terms of how the games went. Oh, wait, what did I just say? Do you know what? Actually, that's probably a reason. I know they've not liked that, which is... Normally, I would probably just praise them there. Yeah, it's consistent. It's... Oh, hamstring strain. Yeah, that's fair. It's only going to miss a couple of weeks. 10 unbeaten as well, which is really nice. Like, the last game was consistent, and we got a bit fortunate to perhaps win that one. This one was the opposite, where we should have scored more. Ooh. I'll just let you have... Anyone wants him. He's not got a contract with us, I don't think. I think they're literally just taking him for free. So he can go wherever he wants. The Sharks are behind the Jets. I mean, it's the West Side story we've always wanted, right? the scoring race in the league is starting to look a little bit more like what you'd expect with McDavid finally getting into second again now. But it's still, you know, Bedard and Celebrini still right up there. Nature's is now back in it again all of a sudden. And then there's just Nate, who's apparently going to win every single award this season, including the Rocket Richard, which would be kind of nice. So he's got 24 goals now in 28 games. That's stupid numbers. That's like peak Austin Matthews numbers. He's not going to sustain it, obviously. But still, it's nice to enjoy while it lasts. Hello, Dutchie. Final City. Oh, what was his name? I remember. Yeah, sorry, I know exactly who you mean. I'm going to say I know exactly who you mean. I remember the scenario. Apparently there are a lot of random teams around Krakow. I guess it's just because we were looking at all the lower league guys. So because they're on that shortlist, okay, right, I'm going to have to... Because that is annoying. And as far as I know, in 26, there's no way to stop these silly notifications, is there? You know when you have a player on your shortlist, you get notified about their actions. As far as I know, you can't in 26 turn that off anymore, can you? Other than stop the shortlist. Because it's basically this... shortlist here. Although what I can start doing is at least deleting players from it that we've now scouted. But you can see how many more we've still got to go. We've actually only scouted 50 of the 251 on this list at the moment. So it's slowly happening. There's a lot of guys at Gornik Wenchner. That's wild, actually. The decorating. Yeah, Pog was getting really into the Christmas tree stuff yesterday. We've got quite a basic setup because we've got a limited amount of things we can do with the walls and stuff. So we've got the Christmas tree, we've got the balls, got like these custom little Christmas tree ornaments things that I bought for us last year when we first moved in. We went to B&M last night and got this like... It's a light up star that just goes on the front window because we just wanted a little bit of more nice stuff. And we got a few little bits of lights that go outside. So that's the agent offers. I'm basically just looking to see if there's any random regions in there, but it's probably a bit early for that yet. It's just this Adamczyk guy, isn't it? He's very highly rated, it would seem. Actually, wait, no, it's the same team. Why is the same team... I didn't even notice this. This Podbiskidze team have been bidding on this dude for loan like every 5 minutes. Hopefully this isn't... let me just make sure that he specifically is removed from our shortlist. Because he's annoying me. So we'll just get rid of him from the list so it doesn't start bugging up. And I'm just hoping that... But I noticed he was doing it before as well. Even when we weren't on deadline day, we were getting quite frequent notifications about him. I just didn't want it to turn into like a Wagbay Binner type situation where... I was hoping that they were going to ask me a question about that random dude. They really do like that guy. They're just big on... Oh, I see. Oh, of course, because now it's deadline day, we're seeing it more frequently because there's more ticks, isn't there? So Starlands is now eligible to be listed for loan. Which is nice. They really, really want him. I want to see... for the lad, I hope he gets it. Off you for loan. I think I could have just done it differently to that, but we'll offer you out. See what happens. Might get one more guy over the line before the end of the window. Probably not, though. The media question one. Ah, that is annoying, because I remember someone was talking about that on a previous stream, and I was like, I don't notice that. But if it is now every tick, that would explain why that would get annoying. So, Urban... Oh, he was out on loan. Shit, I've just stolen a loan from someone. Oopsie. Ah! Amazing. Belgian. Lower league Polish sides. Superb. Another one. The loan farm beginneth. It may well all come back to us in the summer. I like that they're actually offering wages, even though I don't need them to yet. That might be because I offered him out slightly differently. Confirmed transfer. What's that? Oh, yeah. Off you go, lad. Hello, Ginger Day. How's your Sunday morning going, friend? I can still say that because it is technically still the morning. Yeah, that's good. So it's... Do you think they're like slowly bringing transfer deadline day sort of stuff back in the background? Just little bits here and there. And then they'll put it in as a big feature like, hey, deadline day is back. And it's just... They only put the yellow thing in there. No. I love how the picture's like buffer. Oh no, he's just being cut off for some reason. Oh, wait. Wait. Does this screen scroll within the time slots, or am I just getting a bit confused because of the layout there? That looked like it was scrolling within each one. I think that might have just been because I scrolled too much. I went full Icarus there and scrolled a little too close to the sun for my liking. Okay, Starland's loan completed. Amazing. So what does that do for our loan situation now? Also, have they changed this screen? I could have sworn they said they were changing the loan screen. Maybe they meant they were going to make it worse because they were going to make it so that you couldn't extend the loans. Perhaps. We never considered that. They said they were changing it. They just said they were going to make it better. Doesn't fit the box right. Yeah, there's so many things in the game that are like that, I think. Starlands fails to attract loan interest. I don't know about that one. On account of the fact that he's just got out on loan. I guess it's just because that was a separate mechanic. Oh, that one was probably... These loans were probably generated by me adding him to the loan list, whereas this is the thing that happens when you offer them out specifically, perhaps. Loan screen. Oh, yeah. It's under squad. Don't get too excited because it is a disaster of a view. But at least when you can extend loans, when they put that back in, it does actually work quite nicely there because it's a really quick flow. Mandro, thank you for the follow. It's like with many things on 26, it is exactly that. It's a good idea executed poorly. Victor Stasiak, what is your situation with us? I mean, you're more than welcome to go on loan. They have a mandatory fee of £42,000. I mean, is he realistically going to make our squad? Probably not, so it would make sense to get him some football elsewhere for the time being. Can play against their own team? Really? That's... They just really don't want him to be able to play against his own team. They're like, we would never do that to you. That probably isn't something we'll run into because we have it hard-coded in Poland here that every player that's loaned out has to be allowed to play against their former... Sorry, their parent club, essentially. So that makes it a little bit easier. Also, forgive me, Voddies, if you can hear me unscrewing and screwing on this lid. It's because this is like a thermosy kind of thing and it keeps it drink nice and cool and keeps me hydrated. If you're wondering what this is, do you remember the other day I was talking about how I was contacted by a drink sponsor, but I wanted to try the products out first? That's what I'm doing here, basically. I thought I'd give them a go because it arrived yesterday. I've been, honestly, pretty bloody tasty, to be honest. So I'm considering doing that, frankly, because these are actually really delicious. We used to get screwed damn straight. Right, deadline day. It is indeed holy, yes. It does taste really good. This is not a sponsor. This is just they sent me some stuff to try it out so we can see where we go with it. But yeah, I mean, as always, though, I wanted to sort of try the products myself and see if I actually like them before I start. You know, the last thing I'd want to do is bring on a sponsor that I don't like their products or whatever, you know. With biscuits, it was pretty much a no-brainer, but with drink stuff, it's a little bit more up. But frankly, so far, the ones I've tried, I've really enjoyed. Plus, these are fucking great. This is the most, like, sturdy, well-made vacuum flask thingy I've ever had. Not that I have had a lot of them, but it's really nice. Right. Squad registration. I don't think I want to change too much, really. Krishnovsky doesn't need to be registered. Koziemka's fine. He's fine. He's fine. Gilbert's fine. You're already allowed in. Both of you two are as well. So are you two. I don't think we need to do anything, do we? No, literally no one needs to be registered. Yes, I think it was big in Germany. Because they're a German company, right? That'll do. Wow, we have more spots. I guess it's because we sold a couple of guys, right? I don't know, Kieran. That's one of the crucial things I would like to see come back. But for the time being, while it is annoying, at least the filters actually work now. Had a good transfer window. Did they? But they're still what were they 5 points from safety, or is it less now? No, it's now 6 points. They're in trouble. They've still got to gain 6 points to survive. I just don't know if they're going to do it. But they had that little run of form and it kind of got better. But now they've lost 2 of their last 3. Their goal difference is absolute toilet. They can't score a goal to save their lives. They've got 11 games to go. I mean, they can do it easily if they get the right results. But I think we still have to play them again, right? Which means we get to... Yeah, there we go. In fact, it's one of the last games before our youth intake, in fact. Is everyone? Yeah, but that's what marketing is, isn't it? Like, that's how brands market things when they're launching into new pathways. Otherwise, no one would have heard of them. That's literally how marketing works. How did that even happen? We have no idea. They came second last year, signed a load of players, and some really good ones, including Amara Diouf. And this year, I guess the added games that they've been playing in Europe probably haven't helped. But, yeah. One chance created by January. Yeah, they have fallen off hard. To be fair, this is the exact same thing that happened last year. If you look at the teams that were doing well in Europe last year, Legia and Lech Poznan were our 2 sort of European group stage guys. Both of them really struggled last season. Legia massively struggled, but then they came right back and actually did sneak into Europe at the last point. But then Lech Poznan didn't even get into Europe at all. Apologies, they really do. I can just hear like baubles being rattled around. I don't know if you can hear that. It's just Pog on the stairs. I think she's sorted out the banisters. Last time we wrapped tinsel around the banisters, and when we tried to take them off, the tinsel had like coloured all the banister paint. It was not good. Polish European, right? Yes, of course. Yeah, Pog's getting the next. We're into Christmas stage 2 now. Yeah, Furman has been training 10 out of 10 for about the last 3 months straight now. He is actually chefing into the perfect footballer. Like, he may still only have 3 goals in the league for us this season, but I would say by the start of next season, if he carries on and gets the football that we're giving him, he's going to be a very, very good footballer. I love that as well, because he was just a guy I signed because we found him at Stahl and looked, he's all right. Threw him in for the fun, and now he's become the second striker at the club. It's tremendous. He does sound a bit like that Sharpie. Yeah, it's because they're all like these giant ball things. He does look very, very good. And also, by the way, if anyone else is using my exact save file from the start point, he should be in your save as well. Heimadunga! Thank you very much for the 4 months and the incredible name. How do you change them? Preferences. It is a little bit weird at first. So preferences, detailed, audio and visual. You know they have the things down here with these. You have to select custom and then you can edit the colors for that and various other things. But I just tended to leave these as... And you can change the thresholds too. Oh, what a blessed day it was when those came back. Yeah, he was one of the guys that came in with the added... didn't have custom. Are you on the beta version of the game? Because you will need to be on the beta branch to have those things. Otherwise, you'll have to wait till they push it out to the main feed. All eyes on Polulu. I agree. That was the guy that scored the disallowed goal. I just want to know more about him. Like, where's he from for a start? Exhaust 54. Thank you for the follow. Change to beta. FM20. So go into your Steam library. Right click on the game. Properties. There'll be some panels. A box will pop up. Panels on it. Hit beta. Go across. There's a little drop down. And then you should be able to select the beta from there. It'll reinstall itself. And that's how you do it. I hate that you can't click directly onto the player's name from there. Please tell me I can at least... There he is, Palulu. Amifiko Palulu. Angolan. He was 5'9". Love to see it. MTS Quizzle, thank you for the follow. Thank you, friend. It's a combination... I was going to say it's a combination of caffeine, but I haven't actually had any caffeine. This is just a hydration drink. That's literally it. But yeah, I'm very much considering the holy thing because it's... Well... I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. It's very solid money, and it would be very, very helpful for me from a career standpoint. But at the same time, these are actually kind of dope. And also, the other crucial thing is it's not an intrusive sponsor. It's not going to be like the pickup one, where it's like huge segments of streams. It's literally more of a background thing. That's literally it, which I think is actually really cool. And I trust the guy that's running the campaign because I know him. Yeah, the Białystok guy scored the equaliser against us in the league, but then it got disallowed because he was miles offside. Right, let me get... I need to push quick pick again. If ever Saz comes back to skinning, I might just get him to hide that button from my screen. That way I can't even accidentally click it. Right, Krzyzanowski's back in for Mura, but Mura did score. Well, got the assist at least. The professor's there. I do want to have Mura back on the bench, though. Probably instead... Oh, we don't need all these DMs. We've got Omich, Kutva, and Onway. I don't think Onway... Maybe you could get a loan for him, perhaps. Every time we score, that was my thought, Sharpie. Genuinely, it was wedding money. If you enjoy the product, I genuinely do. Like the other crucial thing was they were just like, yeah, don't like if you don't like certain parts of it, just don't promote those. Like, for example, like the energy stuff, I'm not going to be drinking because I can't really do with caffeine anymore. But iced tea, milkshakes, hydration stuff, totally on board with. It's also just nice having a flask that actually keeps my drink cold for the entirety of stream. Most of the time, it's the reason I don't drink soft drinks when I'm streaming, because they go all, like, icky, as you know. That'll do, I think. Wait, have we got... No, he's out for a while, isn't he? Stabile's actually been... Well, I dare say, Stabile. Dude is injured. Right, that was my bad. Who do I want to bring in for Duty? Got to unfilter again, aren't I? Do it from here. Oh, do I start... I shouldn't. It really... Oh, but Karamov's injured too. Do I risk it and start Ranjbar for today's game? Just to see if he can handle a big game. It's quite a risk, I realise, but... Again, he's like the kind of player that... If he is good enough for our first team, he needs to be making an impact in games exactly... Oh, Faye's back! Oh, he's not really. He's not, actually. We'll get Staniak on the bench, or am I not allowed on the bench? Nice! Wait, no, I've still only got 11 subs. We did. We hammered them. Was it 7-3 or 7? It was a huge result we got last time. There we go. Nice. Yeah, we absolutely hammered them. Who's getting a squad number? Oh, Staniak, of course. Number 44 for you. Wait, no. Yeah, that'll be fine. I'm trying to think of a suitable number that would work for him. They've got some very good players. Wroblewski, yeah, the problem is Wroblewski was good in that one game, and I'll be honest with you, he's done nothing since a beer sponsor. I don't think I'd do an alcohol sponsor. Or like a gambling sponsor. Oh, sorry, I wouldn't do that. Anything like that, I don't think I would do, honestly. Because whilst I drink alcohol sometimes, and very occasionally gamble, the odd little acca, but not really much these days, I don't know if I want to be promoting anything like that with my content, frankly. Just not really my vibe. NFT? Oh, the amount of... That's always my first question whenever an app comes to me, because I do get them sometimes. My first question is this crypto-based? Because if it is, I'm just like, just not get involved, mate. It's one of the reasons I was more than happy to do stuff with Club. OnlyFans sponsor. Oh. At that point, it's just having one, isn't it? Yeah, bad for you. That kind of stuff, right? Get to use a Wisła universe. What, within the actual thing? I've always wanted the option to... I don't know if you guys have watched iRacing streamers. More specifically, people like Matt Malone. He was the guy I used to watch loads. They have a system in iRacing that actually does bets on the races using channel points and stuff, right? And I've always thought, how sick would it be if there was a way to export match results from FM in like an API that was able to then allow chat to gamble their channel points, only channel points in the game, on matches that were happening in FM. I always thought that'd be kind of funny. But I've never really quite worked out how that would even be possible. I just thought that'd be a really cool thing to have. Plus, it would give you more stuff to do with channel points. No idea how on earth that would happen, but ever since watching iRacing streamers do that exact thing, and I realised they've got way less like variables involved, because it is just like, do I win the race? Do I not? I'm sure there's other stuff too. It's been a while since I've watched much iRacing stuff. Christmas jumper calendar. I do have enough Christmas jumpers to make that work, to be fair. Morning, Juice. Not over shouts. Wow, I feel like I'm going to be answering this question a lot today. Do I need to make a command? Let's see how quickly I can get this out. So, Steam library, right-click FM, properties, left panel, betas, scroll across, drop down, beta. And it will reinstall with the proper one. Plovdiv versus Lover. I mean, who would not want to gamble on that when we get into Europe? It's not allowed in Poland. That would kind of be a bit odd then if we were doing that in a Poland save where you can't even do that. Gotta let the Polish fans have something, right? Maybe shouts are more of a big deal than I anticipated. This might be one of these things where it's outside of the window of something I use, so I just immediately assume that no one else does, right? And yes! Dario! My boy! Fortunate, the keeper's spilled it into his path, but Dario Grujic, he's back after his spell on the sidelines with a big snotty nose, and now it's 1-0. That's tremendous. I love our short corners. Was this... Oh, no, Furman's not going to get the assist for this, but he should, because that was great work. It's a good block, actually, but it just falls back to Furman. Oh, nice. Right. This is good. Patch we rolled out. This is it. This is the patch. We are on the patch right now. Unless you're being silly. In which case, no, I have no idea. Why are you asking me? I know nothing. Someone died. Sad baiting. I've not heard that expression before, but I like it. I mean, I don't like it. I actually hate that, but I like the expression. Yeah, on the main branch, I think they said the 8th or the week of the 8th, so that could mean multiple things. The cuckening? To be fair, sad baiting is kind of the word. Look, you've kind of nailed it with that. We'd actually go 4 points. Lech Poznan are losing. I'm pretty certain they're... Hang on. Are they actually losing? Or have they lost? Oh, no, they've lost. Oh. Right. That's weird. I don't trust these league tables at all. Delight with your performance. There we go. Lovely. Shout at me. I can definitely shout at you. No, I would never shout. You know me. I'm a chill boy. I'm just a cool guy. Just a man standing in front of some men and women on this time of day. Mostly men, let's be honest. Doing this with my fingers. Drinking from my Mr. Blobby coloured flask and having a lovely Sunday morning. I did not expect it, Coach Danko, particularly with the way that we started. And the fact that we've not exactly been like, well, we certainly haven't been min-maxing signings for sure. We've just been signing a couple of young guys. It just seems like our squad was so good. Oh, that's a really nice pass though. This could be 1-1. Keeper, now's your moment. Now, this might be offside still. I'm no longer assuming that goals are given until I'm seeing them actually being given. Although I'm starting to think this was very much given. Yeah. Oofy, that is an absolutely wonderful pass. A lot of that is probably on Stabile. I'm pretty certain he just doesn't turn fast enough. And now John Carver's Lecky are back in it. Where's the Christmas quiz? We can't do a Christmas quiz, unfortunately. The software we used to do them just really got wiped from the internet, unfortunately. We tried to bring one back for the birthday quiz last year. Oh, sorry, this year, in fact. Only to find that it just simply didn't exist. Okay, I don't think we're out of this yet, though. We've been good. This feels possible. Oh, yes, I have. Go, absolutely. Incredible. Just, you'd love to... Oh, my days. Wait, if we score, this becomes even better right now. Yes! Come on, a double whammy of deliciousness. Mr. Progger, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. That is incredibly kind of you. And James Igbakeme, thank you for potentially scoring the winning goal here. That's so kind of you, Fred. How are you, man? How's life? I love that we've got the heroes from the second tier still contributing to this potential title race. He smashed that through his legs. He actually just... That shot went through Kuziemka's legs. That's incredible. Ah, did he get the assist? He did. Even better news. Hello, Lord Sahel. You burnt bacon. God, dearie me. How do you... I mean, I suppose... I guess it's quite thin bacon, it would go. Polish, I mean, at this rate, it feels like it. Recap video is going to pop off. Particularly this chat. I finished the league table graphics for the Poland... for the Poland recap. What if I can actually show you now? I might be able to import it as a media source here, just to show you how one of them looks. This might not work. I don't know if it will handle the codec, potentially. But I do just want to have a little look. Because I just hate the way the game shows league tables at the moment. So I decided to make my own that are way over the top. But I think they look quite cool. Outputs. See if this shows. Ignore the fact that it's a little bit janky. I've not added motion blur to it yet. I think they're a little bit better. You know? Just ever so slightly better than the ones that the game puts in by default. Just remove that. So we're going to be using those. Just remove Poland from that. Basically, I recreated the extra class of league graphics in Photoshop. Then I animated it in After Effects. And now I've got this like template flow that is all automated. So it's pretty sick. Want to do a few little tweaks to the motion stuff. But yeah. XG10 with decimal points. I haven't looked at that yet. But apparently, yeah. Oh. I'm so sorry, chat. I'm not allowed to look at this. Nope, it's not the word. Oh. Well, that's a shame. What word would you use? Because Yemka has been bad today, hasn't he? Yeah. His biggest contribution to this match was jumping out of the way. And I'd thank him for that. Lelyveld's been poor too. I'm opening Muro. I just don't trust Eliano Reiners right now. Oliver! Oliver! Thank you for the 5 months. It's very kind. Oh, thank you, Matt. That's very nice of you. It's, this is, I think, match day 4. So we're doing okay. I do need to bomb it on a little bit more, but I'm going to get there. It's easier now we're out the transfer window because there's less stoppages. Oh, this was the image. I love that you have to translate images for me, chat. Ah! Yeah. Do you know what? It looks like a stock market and I kind of like it. Like, I don't hate it. But that's as someone who loves, like, the more decimal places you give me, the happier I am. Are we actually going to get this over the line? Is James going to have done it again? Come on. I'm going to stand back. Just... Do I try and shut this down? I'm just content with our tactic just working at the moment. In a game where a lot of players have kind of been subpar, it doesn't look like it. We are going to get... Oh, wait, are we, though? Yeah, so these ones, I don't know if they're actually the ones you'd see on Canal Plus. All I know is that these are the ones that I got from the extra class highlights. So I don't know how correct they are to that. And obviously the ones they show on the extra class highlights don't have all the extra columns. I had to add those myself. Oh, God. No, what are you doing? Oh, bloody hell. I absolutely do blockhead, yeah. What, you mean you don't? Seems like you're the weirdo here, not me. So whenever I'm watching football, I'm like, just watching the clock the entire time. I'm like, why is there not a millisecond hand? Damn it. These are going good. You'll have to see it, Fred. They use these graphics. Nice. In that case, what do you think then, Tome? Do they look all right? It's taken me a long time to make them, but now that they're done, it's literally all automated. because it goes FM screenshot, optical character recognition, automated CSV file, Photoshop script that edits the template with the CSV file data, save, automatically populates in Adobe After Effects, render. I love efficient workflows. And I loved learning how to do that stuff more than anything. Yeah, Ranjbar, he might get man of the match, right? Unless, does it actually tell you here who gets man of the match, or do we have to wait till afterwards? I think he did in that game. That was his first, like, okay, this guy can do it kind of match. We're at our best. We won the game, lads. Well done. That's huge. Oh. Watching the clock in Zimbabwe as Tanzania. What, for the F1? I was thinking I might stay here. They thankfully actually show it on English television for once. Oh my god, Gordo, thank you. That's so unnecessary. Very kind of you as well. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. That's so kind. I just really got sick of looking at the... I don't think the league tables in FM look very good in videos. That's really what it is. This is just like a... And it's so hard to make a good video with that. So I was like, oh, I'll build it myself. The last of the Hulu. Oh, I see. Is that why they imported John Carver? I love how they're coming through one by one. But my prediction was either it's going to be an absolute snooze fest where nothing happens and then the exact order they start in for the top 3 ends up being that, or McLaren's taking each other out of the first corner or something and Max just strolls home. That would be very funny as well. Take the plane to England later. Ah, Chris, I can recommend some places if it would help. I do a lot of travelling when I'm watching football, you see. I love a good automation. I think there's more stuff I could potentially do with it too. I was thinking I might have to make some for the Champions League and stuff when we're in there, but the problem is that is a little bit more complex because there's a lot more rows and columns to it, of course, with all the different teams. So that one I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that quickly. Plus I've got other things I actually need to do. Like work on these other videos I've got planned. But that's still, it was a fun little exercise to learn that kind of stuff. It's only the prototype one at the moment. There's definitely a few little tweaks that it needs, but it's pretty close. I've just noticed my legacy spacebar has stopped working. It's the last thing we need in a stream where I'm trying to press spacebar loads. What are they doing to me? Right, no, I'm glad you made that point, Hadrian, because it is weird to me that the SI don't do more stuff with the licensed leagues that they have. Like, you know, in the Premier League, we get all the cool graphics packs, and even like the Carabao Cup, those ones you see. And in Germany, I believe they have them too, right? But Poland, Ekstraklasa is literally a licensed league. So, DJ, apparently there's an issue with this latest patch where the loan extension button is not showing up. Now, I've heard but for some people it does, and I don't know what the difference is and why. I've heard that some people can access it on May 31st, but I don't know how true that is. But all I know is some people are struggling with it. More positive development. He's a decent Ekstraklasa player. He's only just turned 18. What's his like pros and cons like? Good pace. More convincing vision to take long shots. Don't care about that. He's not the most consistent player, which is unfortunate, but he is young, so that'll be okay. I mean, in fairness, it did take me a long time to make those, so maybe that's the reason. It just takes them a long time to actually make graphics that they're happy with and meet the licensee's requirements. Because all that was just reverse engineered. Once I found the font that they used, though, it did make things a lot easier. If you're wondering, it's Manifold Demibold. Hello, Charu. Right. Oh, I got 100 players in the report this time. Let's quickly make sure I've got that other shortlist cleared. Because there's a lot of players incoming, I suspect. And it is cleared. Lovely. Right, here we go. All good. All very good, in fact. Top of the league. We could genuinely win the Polish title. Not today, but on Tuesday. There's a very strong chance that could even happen. Right. No, staff shortlist? What am I doing? I don't know why I always do 1 month, even though I'm literally going to remove them immediately. Broadcast might potentially, yes. Focuses. I'm not really using recruitment focuses. The only one I actually have was one that finds like freebies, which was a bit of a lie actually, because half of them turned out not to be free at all. So that's the same guy again. I think he's on a different shortlist, which is why he keeps coming around. Oh, he might have been one of the recruitment focuses actually. There's a few more guys down here though. We might actually have a few Polish lads to go after this time. Oh, that's literally it. Everyone else is... This is just a giant chunk of the Polish youngsters, isn't it? For the most part, yeah. Most of this is that, but that's good. We got through a big chunk of them. I'll remove them from the Polish children list first. Oh, and then it deselects it. Awesome. Cheers, FM. Love it when you do that. And then we want... Actually, wait. No, I'll go to there. Just in case someone does sneak through. Remove from scout room. UEFA coefficients are indeed fixed, yes. Right, that's better. Let me just filter by the ages, because we were only looking for the younger Polish players on this particular report, which would be... They might be 19. No, they weren't, were they? It would be... These guys are... Oh, bugger! Wrong button. There we go. That's the one I want. That should give us a nice little chunk of them to look at. Still 8... That's way more than last time. Okay, so dude at Rakov. So he's probably not the kind of player we could be signing. Kasper Potulski. The name does ring a bell. They're not eligible... These three here we can't go after because of the leagues they play. And they must have been in like B teams that were further down. Well, who's he wanted by? Of course. I bet they were... I don't even want to put this guy on the shortlist just in case. Okay. So there's 4 dudes at Górnik Łęczna. And then this dude here at Hetman. He's exciting. Because the thing is, Górnik Łęczna, these guys got relegated from the 2nd tier last season. So they've got more players in their squad. Also means they're probably a bit more expensive. We'll scout them further, though. I do want to see if they're any good. Thank you for the hype train again, chat. That's very nice. Tomashin. Wow, he's very cheap, actually. Best player from the academy currently. Easily, it's Maciej Kuziemka. We haven't really had... Or... Real player, Kuziemka and Krzyżanowski. Those two are the kings. Regions that have actually come through the club, it's probably Wroblewski or Pekulski. But Wroblewski's the only one that's... and he's not actually a... I mean, he does have 5-star potential, but I don't think he's ever going to be great. This is the one I'm really excited about. I'm curious about you. Matej Szmoła. Do we just put a bid in now? Like, I'm seeing some... He's 5'2" and fast as hell. He wants £4 to £6 a week. No, sorry, £3 to £5 a week. He could just say £5. Like, he could just say £4 at that point. Don't need to be so vague when it's literally £1 in difference. We want him for free, but you're... Oh! How about... Nothing and a friendly. It's too rich for my blood, mate. Yeah, we'll have him. The other 3 will scout. Sorry, other 3. The other guys will scout a bit further. I mean, we'll scout him further too, because he's not going to join us straight away. But we can get 1 week's on these guys as well. He wants that £1, and I respect that from him. I will get you... off of... both of them. In fact, we don't really want the Polish children list anymore. God, I wish Control A still worked. Or there was a select all option on this screen. And I'll remove you from the scouting one. So now where are we at on this one? We've still got 172 players on here. Oh, wait, there's a few extra ones. I definitely did remove those guys, right? Maybe I have to go a day. Regardless, nice. He needs that £1. I think he just has some nice nice physical attributes more than anything else. We'll enter contract negotiations. You better want what you asked for. £5. Oh, it's a youth contract. I don't know if I want to give you a youth contract. I'll give you £25 though. And a 3-year deal. I'm starting to think he might be really bad. Oh no. If he went for that, I would consider that he actually probably was quite bad. But given that he's at least turned that down, maybe it's because it wasn't a youngster contract. Let me just stick in a cheeky little international wage clause. He's not got some secret grandparent that we don't know about. There we go. Maybe it was a bit much. Yeah, the youth deal thing. I wonder if it's because he's got low rep because of who he plays for. I guess will we get any more money on him? I mean, it's literally free because they're never going to call in the friendly deal. Or maybe they do in 26. I don't know. But I used to set the amount of different friendlies I'd offered teams in the past as part of transfer deals that they never ever called in. It seemed like only human teams would do that. That was me sometimes. Yeah, John Carver's job is in... Oh, actually, we do know a bit more. He's okay. Like, he's not great, but for 16, he could be a lot worse. John, thank you for the 2 months, my friend. How was your Sunday? Speaking of John's, John Carver's job is on the line, and I don't know why. Were they expected to be better than that? They're like looking like getting into Europe at the moment. Very aggressive. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You need an aggressive man in every team. Every team needs an enforcer. Maybe Lekia's expectations were even higher, but I can't imagine they were. Oh, damn. We're actually kind of cooking now. It's the second... We're only like 2 weeks away from the youth intake. I might actually make it on time, chat. Is this what happens when I actually focus? This is where I start waffling and we somehow miss it still. They're expected to come 7th. It seems odd to me that they would be under so much pressure. Cracovia are expected... Yeah, they're... Good God, how have they managed that? Where were we expected? 10th place and we're winning the league. God, I hope someone had a bet on us. Right now, our loan farm is basically non-existent. We only have like 16 guys out on loan, so it's kind of an irrelevancy to me, but it is very annoying. And when we get close to the date, it means I've got an opportunity to stop and test things out to see if we can figure out why that's happening. Hello, we're starting to win games now. Still bottom of the league, but they might well bring this around. But it is frustrating that I'm seeing people have that issue. But also, I don't know if you were here when we were talking about this earlier, Owen. Not everyone is having the problem, which means there's obviously something that's specifically causing it, rather than it just being a game-wide issue. Because if it was purely game-wide, I'd be really worried. But if people are able to get around it, that means there's something that we'll find a way, is what I mean. Which would be useful information to get, if I can, before I publish the recap video next week. Do I just play this the same team again? Who needs to come back in? No one, really. Do I give Ranjbar the next start? Ranjbar and James? Well, I feel a bit sorry for Karamov, but he has had some injuries lately, so he's lost a bit of match sharpness. And Duda can't stay fit. So really, that's his fault for getting injured all the time. So race, absolutely, yeah. Our plan is to finish just before the race starts today. Yeah, I'm really curious to see what happens with you, Stefan Harry. How far away from that are you actually to reaching it? Regen day. Well, it depends. So each league will have different regen days, and each teams within that will have regen days. Faye's back, but he has no condition yet. Oh, sorry, I realised it's hidden by my face cam. So he's no longer considered injured, but he's so close to it that he's not really worth putting on even on the bench in this game. Oh, that's Duda. Sorry, my bad. No, Faye's actually in the same boat. They've both just returned. So they will probably be next game eligible, but right now he's not quite there yet. But that's okay. Sorry, I didn't realise that he was covering me. I can't move. I was going to move the condition column so it's closer over here, so it's not like hidden by my face cam. Because I realised that certain things, certain things you don't need to see, but that's sort of quite important. Hello, Pog. Are you okay, my lovely? How's your day going? Are you doing the usual thing you do on your days off, where you don't know what to do with yourself anymore?
I'm cleaning.
You're cleaning. How's the cleaning going?
Yeah.
Yeah. You sound really
Done the
enthused by that.
kitchen.
Done the kitchen. Oh, nice.
But I haven't done vacuuming yet, so I'm cleaning everywhere first and then I'll vacuum.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because then you just you can just sweep stuff onto the floor. And you've been decorating. We heard the ball smashing. Was that just you going in the cupboard?
No, I've decorated.
All right. She's put this ball thing on
I took them off the cupboard.
Right, on the handle to our understairs cupboard. So basically, every time I go to get shoes out, it sounds like someone's run over a crowd of carolers. Or like you're assaulting a Morris dancer every single time you try to get your shoes out. So it's not great. We just got to keep going, right? Well done, laddies. Trust you to make the difference. Get a bit of that. Get a bit of that. Goodness me. Yeah, they need to switch this back up to where it was. I don't know why that. It's literally just an alignment issue, isn't it? I managed to line up 48. Only 48's pretty good in 3 seasons. Yeah, that's well above the curve, I say, cracks. Like, some people will get crazy. Bad Fog, they got a region in their team. Some people will be able to get crazy numbers out. But honestly, by season 3, I'll be happy if I've got 30 out by the end of next season, honestly. Particularly if I have a load of them come back and it's even more hard to get them out. Because the one problem we had on previous Building a Nation saves was that when a player returned from a loan, they were almost impossible to get another loan for during the same season. That's concerning. The bonus is that from a previous game? Oh, they're still 6 points away though, crucially. So as long as they're in the bottom 3, it kind of doesn't matter, but obviously them winning is... I just don't know if they're going to have enough in the tank. So they'll lose to us. 80 more players. Wow, that's a lot. I appreciate the commitment to the cause there more than anything. Like, there's me happy with the 16 we've got. But I haven't signed that many guys for the loan farm yet. We've maybe got about 20. And I think maybe 8 of those got loans. It ain't easy. My thoughts are with anyone whose loanees have come back because of that annoying little bug, and I really hope that we can figure out a solution to that. Oh, big tackle from Kaziemka. Go on, lad. Drive us forward. Rodada's making the run. Just slide him in. Ooh. Oh, that was a pass. Okay, that's fine too. Come on, Ahel. Oh, he's gone through the legs. James is in again. That was wild. Rodada with the nutmeg, and then the finish, or the assist. Look at this. He stands the defender up, slows it down, and then boop, right through the legs. Oh, and James, beautiful. And James again coming in clutch. Who needs new signings? We've got James Igbakeme. We can't run him into the ground forever, but I want James to play in Europe for us next season. 291. Oh my God. The fact that you even got that so fast, and this is not even the first save you've done, like, that is crazy cool. And it gives me hope that I can do something similar one day. You truly are the lone master. Yeah, crucial. Get yourself a restore point before that date. Very, very important. Leafy, thank you for the 50 months. How's your bacon? What a strange sentence. Wait a minute.
51 months of watching this OK man and his OK streams. The experience has been much more than okay though.
Ooh,
it's been
lovely.
wonderful. I love being part of this community and all the goofiness and silliness is why I'm still here. This chat wouldn't be what it is without you and Pog, and we all appreciate you both. Lot of love for Hadrian, Inferno, Harv, the Pastor Botherer, and Mike too. Normal jokes aside, you've done a brilliant job creating this community and your authenticity is so important.
That's incredible. That might be one of the nicest resub messages I've ever had, Leafy. That's... Shut up, Don. Let me have something nice for once. Chat, they will not... I like that. Leafy says something nice, and the chat are like, and I took that personally. And it's 3! Come on! Matt, I might cry. No, I don't cry. I'm like Cameron Diaz in The Holiday. Game's gone. Thank you, Leaf. That's very kind. Yeah, no, it's just... But you guys make that community, right? That's the best part. I just stand here and yap, pretty much. This is an unbelievable bit of play as well. Look at this. Brilliant passing play. No, Danny, unfortunately not. The software we used to do Xbox quizzes disappeared off the internet without a trace. And it's really annoying because it was the only thing that actually did the exact thing we wanted. I'll have a little look to see if there is anything, but the usual suspects don't do what we want, unfortunately. Before anyone says, hey, you use this really well-known piece of kit. It was the way that it worked was just so perfect for Twitch. Yeah, I think this is half-time. Maybe get a couple of guys on in the second half. How's Ranchbar done? 6.8? Nothing. I know it sucks, because I used to really like doing the Christmas quizzes. Still got my yellow Santa hat around here somewhere. I'll wear that instead of my silly hat. Oh yeah, they've got a host of hour. Also, I want to look at their... they've got a regen called Trevino on the right-hand side. Oh, hang on, this is going to be a banger, isn't it? Bacon is edible. You'll have to see it. So, Stefan Herring, I have seen a lot of posts about it in the Discord today, and I've seen multiple people, at least 5 in chat say it today, but also others I think had said that they could do it, but I haven't been keeping track of those. You were the only one I knew for a fact could do it, and I haven't had a chance to test it myself yet. So those are our current breakdowns. So it seems like more people off the anecdotal data can't do it than can. The sample size is so small. Holy shit, this guy's got a dribble on him, hasn't he? Good block again. I mean, this is... Player side problem. Yeah, it's not just the one player. It's definitely been multiple people, and they reported it only since then. The community they deserve. I don't know if that's true. I don't think I deserve the community we've got. You're not far too nice to me. It's just, it's nice. It makes streaming a joy. Christmas Kahoot. Kahoot we did look into, but there was all sorts of issues with that one. It just wouldn't let us do what we wanted. The cool thing about the way that QuizKit worked was it allowed us to have an overlay that was actually on stream on my full face cam, so people on the VODs could see it. It also then overlaid onto the stream so people could click the buttons to actually engage with the stream in a live way, rather than it just being a separate thing. That was the thing that I think made it really, really cool, and a lot of the other ones we looked into had very specific limits on the number of players that could log in. That was the other problem we found. The community does contain half, but you know, you need a bit of variation. You need to have the texture. Otherwise it would just be boring, wouldn't it? Where is our pastor? He was around. He was around on Thursday, I think. I mean, well done, lads. They are just cruising. Do I make the half-time? I kind of think I might, you know. Oh my god. Right. Well, hang on. Riddle me this. I mean, he is at least composed. No one who's got complacency is coming on. Staniak, though, is 100%. Karamov as well for James. Only met the 3 subs there. Harv is lovely. He is a genuinely good guy. He just has a bravado and he has a fun character that he plays. And that is actually what would make him a really good streamer if he was to pursue it more. Because he has like a, not even a persona. Not that I feel like with streamers, you either need to be entirely authentic or have a persona that is interesting. I try to go for the authentic one instead because I can't be asked to maintain a character. It's too difficult. Racing Debo. And the more it rattles him, the more I'll do it. Hello, Ruff. Yeah, he just ducks me. It's fine. Oh. Wait, no. Nice.
This is utterly beyond belief.
Isn't
What
it just?
is going on here?
I concur with the last message. However, I'd prefer to say you're all a bunch of FM nerds, but you're my bunch of FM nerds.
I was waiting for the low IQ fat random comment in there. We need to make that more of a thing. That we cannot let that copy pasta die. It's Harv's responsibility. Oh, go on. Oh, it should have been 4. Thank you very much for the tip, though. Hang on, that is very, very kind of you. Oh, do you know what? It's weird. On Thursday's stream, somebody in chat said that their wife said I'd had a glow up. Well, their missus said I'd had a glow up. And I've been thinking about that ever since and just been like, oh, like, it just made me feel so warm and fuzzy. And we went shopping yesterday and Pog bought me this wonderful flannel shirt. We are putting, it's made our style of football. Oh, look at this from Koziemka. Oh, this latest patch, without me touching the tactics at all, has made it even more. It's made the tactic play even more the way that I want. I'll take it. I'll absolutely take it. Famously good dressers. Like, I got a wool shacket yesterday on Vinted. Goes really nice over my blue quarter zip. I'm a different man. That is very much a penalty. A wool shacket. I'm a lumberman and I'm all right. It's nice because it's like a shirt, it's like a jacket, it's nice. From Peacocks of all places. It's okay, but as I've noticed that my scalp, because of all these products I've been trying out and trying to improve the quality of the hair itself, I realised that my scalp's got a bit irritated by it, so I'm having to rein it back in a little bit while I try to work on that. I'm also thinking of getting a perm next year. A loose wave perm to finally take this hair to where it needs to be. Jack a sheep. That's what I do. They're not going to jack themselves, are they? I was always well dressed. Damn right he is. Regards. Actually, you're right. My exact sample size for this too, Mushroom Man, is also bad. Because all of the gay men I know don't have like specific, like incredible dress sense. But that's probably because they're my friends. So they just, like, they're just people I know, innit? There he is! Harv with the 61 months.
Well, my name has been mentioned and I shall appear. 61 months watching this pathetic, shameful, awful man play with his little computer men. Disgusting. So here we are, talking behind my back. I see you got what you are. I'm going to bake you like gingerbread and ice your face with homemade icing. And you'll thank me. Keep up the work that makes your future children wish I was their daddy. Love to the family.
Right, I'm glad you mentioned this. Firstly, Harv, I think thank you for the 61 months. But Inferno is absolutely right. I swear to God, Harv has a monthly resub every week. If it feels like it. I think it's just because, in amongst you, Millennium, and a couple of other chaos gremlins, it feels like that because they're all just well spread out. First that TikTok Lungerjacker. You mean me? That's my alt account, actually, Anarith. I don't know what you're saying. Off to Zealand. No, I'm thinking about it. I saw some guys on TikTok that have hair that's similar to mine, like very similar to mine, in the way that it's like really flat, curtainy kind of straightness, but like a tiny wave. And they got a loose wave perm, and it looks exactly like what I want from my hair. So I am generally thinking about it for next year. I'm a new man. Look at me. Can you imagine if I said this to you lot like 6 months ago? Oh yeah, I'm getting a perm. What? I mean, admittedly, that still is your reaction, but now it feels more believable. Cornrows? No. Could I get blonde cornrows? Would that be better? I'd just look like that person that went on a gap here, wouldn't I? It feels like every stream contains at least one heinous resub message for sure, yeah. Do I want to make more subs or if I literally... No, I've used them all, we're fine. We're actually going to get the dub again. I mean, Motor aren't especially... They got in Europe last year, but they were a bit of a surprise. I did once have blonde highlights. No, just no. No. If you Google perm, the things you're going to see are very much not what I'm looking for. It's a very specific type of perm. It's called a loose wave perm. Because I know exactly what you're seeing and I totally understand that. That is not it. That's like 80s start. No. Stanley X debut, yeah. Brought him off the bench. Didn't score, but we don't really get a lot of goals from our centre-backs because we don't take like lumpy set pieces. We just kind of keep it on the floor. Which makes you wonder why we even bring our centre-backs out from corners. Because they're not really doing anything, are they? Well done, lads. It's another win. Have we won every game today? Again? What do you say? Yeah. I'm thinking about it. Ah, lovely. Wait. We are now officially sick. We could win. Unironically, I think we pretty much... Well, we're obviously in pole position for the title, but if we get through the games against Kraków and Lech Poznan without a loss, this is on. Shelby's own retirement. No, I completely forgot about John. Skinhead Rooney type of haircut. I've had so many different haircuts in my life, and I think finally now I've found what kind of suits me, and it's nice. Maybe I knew all along, I was just too, like, scared to get it. The Ronaldo, oh, you mean the 2002 World Cup one? Yes, now we're talking. You won. Harv, before you got here, we were actually being nice about you, and I was saying that the persona that you have and you represent actually is what would make you a really good streamer if you were, like, if you actually commit to it like a proper like schedule and everything. I think genuinely that persona that you have is what makes you an engaging creator. If we're like being for real. Preferences are to get lone players. Yeah, absolutely. One second. I've got a couple of lookups I need to do anyway, so I'll do it in amongst all of that lovely, wonderful business. And as it happens, we're actually making quite good time now. I think we've only got 2 more games that we need to get through before the youth intake comes, so we should be all right. I've done the main bit, which was to keep myself on track enough. Ooh, we can see more about your attributes now, and you've got some tasty finishing ability. 5 caps. Let's see it. Tis but a scratch. A K-pop star? No. Maybe. Someone's going to take your mobile to a train station. I would never. I don't hang around in train stations. Yeah. But I like that you committed to it, Harv. Like the character that you play, the way you do it, it's good. That's what makes people interesting. These are Patreon regens, Zanko. So they, although you do get older regens that will just randomly spawn in. You have a conference. No, you're right. We didn't. I literally just said it and I didn't even do it, did I? Right. Perfection. That's a song request. I'll quickly look up Mr. Silly Silly. If I can spell his name right. Which I never seem to be able to, do I? There he is. Yes, they do. Obasamenga. They do indeed work. They are slightly different, but they do in fact work, yes. Oh yeah, but that's even better, Harv. You're a method actor. I respect it. You're the Daniel Day-Lewis of pasta insertion, you know? It's there will be blood from my rectum. Anyway! Something milkshake. Before I say anything worse, I've out horrendousness Harv. And I would like to be receiving my, yeah. Add to the quotes. Helping. No. You misunderstand. They don't help with shit like that. That is not what they do. They let me focus and they make me emotionally regulated a bit more. They do not make me less unhinged. So yeah, here he is. Still no games yet, which is a bit surprising. No caps either, weirdly. We don't do context here. Besides, if you want context, you just... No, I was about to go on some rant about the stolen video thing again, but I'm not going to. Whilst it was frustrating, it is what it is, right? It's going to happen sometimes. The way I look at it is I did a thing that was worth stealing, so that's okay. So, Conference League coefficients. Is that what this is, DP? I genuinely didn't know what it was. I assume it's a song request. Kind of vibing it. So Europa League, they're not. They didn't even get through, did they? That's his fault. He's brought that on himself for being there. Speaking of, though, if you are looking for a Christmas gift, Full-Time Prince is the way to go. Exclamation mark full-time in chat. Genuinely, they are such good quality. Mike is sending me some new ones, and I'm really excited for them to arrive. Make a lovely Christmas gift for the friend of yours that wants to celebrate a lovely footballing moment. Yeah, Lord Say How basically someone just took the video, turned it into a blog post, didn't acknowledge me properly, didn't link to the video in any way, and then just used it to gain loads of like shit on Twitter. So that was fun. But that's the content cycle in it. It is what it is. Yeah. Free guesses who? He does, actually. Yes, we have a proper official agreement with Full-Time Prince for that. This is not just a thing I'm doing out of the goodness of my heart, although I would anyway. But Mike is a nice man, so he insisted on paying me for this. If only there was some kind of context for it. Or even none. Who knows? It is what it is. It's... yeah. It's the first time that's actually happened to me in that sense. It's such a kind of... The worst thing about it is the way that they'll then like tag you in a tweet like way down the thread as if like, oh, that's enough. It's like, no, fuck off. It's still in my content. Like, and the fact that you're doing that means you acknowledge that you're doing that. If you hadn't have done that, I wouldn't have even noticed. Right. I don't think they got past the group stage, did they? If I remember correctly. No, but this is the thing, because they could just take the information out of it and then link to everything except for the video itself. legitimately. At first I thought it was, and that my ad blocker was just blocking it on the webpage, but it turns out that was just an advert. Yeah, unfortunately Cracovia, not that that surprises anybody, didn't get through, but that's okay. It's the Conference League where the real stuff is happening. Round 16. Jagiellonia are 0-0. These are offset slightly. That's upsetting my brain. Legia are 1-0 up against Molde. I think we may have lost someone in the playoff round then. Rakov. Oh, close. Yeah, I know. Ben on Wednesday night, Ben messaged me being like, I love the video. And then I was just talking to him for a couple of hours after that because he was just dicking about with it in his Danish save. I didn't think of a proper name for it. It's gone for me too now. Oh, weird. That's... Okay, that actually worries me then, because that means it's most likely a complete universal thing then, right? What I'll do then is once I get to that stage after that... Although, if someone hasn't already made a post on the SI forums about this specific bug, do so, and we can promote the shit out of that specifically, because this has to be fixed. This is going to... Again, it'll affect everyone's saves, not just building a nation, but it will really heavily affect these types of saves. Oh, just when we thought we'd, like... It was ready to cook. And then it's like, no. We're going to break something new. But once I encounter it, I can collect the data myself and I can try to like run it up the chain if I can, at least. Right. Oh, who's getting a call up? Kebe. How is older Suebu Kebe getting on this year? No goal. Okay. I hope he's not playing as a striker. I really do. He has to be, right? It's his only role. How has he managed to start 13 times for Polonia in the second tier and not score a goal? Are they that bad? Okay, they kind of are, actually. They are not in good shape right now. Speaking of not in good shape, Renan Lodi's Schlonsk still might not get promoted. Crazy. How do they manage this? Next up as well, we've got Cracovia, the derby. It would be very like us to do all this hard work to get this lead in the league and then bottle it against a team that we absolutely have to be beating at this stage. That's true. Last year they didn't concede goals either. It seems that this year they've sadly started to concede a few more goals whilst also still not scoring. And there was me thinking that giving them Kebe would be able to help them with that. Kind of bad. But that's our striker too. He really should be good enough to be chefing for them. That's the thing. Like, we signed him to play for us in the top flight, but they were actually willing to loan him from us. He essentially became one of the first players in the loan farm properly. Right, Jean-Claude Waynand. I'm going to do this every time I see these notifications so I don't forget. I don't think I can even offer him out for loan here, can I? Because we're not inside a window. Oh, someone's asking about how I set the things up for the loan outs. So basically, where the bloody hell is it? Is it in staff? I genuinely can't remember. Where the hell even is staff? Is it in here? No? Is it scouting responsibility here? No, that's not it either. Or is it? No, it's and it's there. No, there. Oh my god, it's so hard to get to. This is how I have them set up. So basically just unspecified, unspecified. Some people use 0 as well. I found that unspecified works fine, but maybe this one works better. Who knows? Non-set, Poland, League Any, Facilities Poor, because that gets any club, and then these settings down here, and then I have it set for the others as well. Basically. So it works for the other squads too. You just have it like use those as well. So when I go to like second team, you just use... Wait. Oh, I'm not using first team settings, although I think they are already set like that. That was weird. Huh. I think they already had the same settings, but I just didn't have it set to use them. It's a maze to find that, and I can totally... You would never naturally come across that screen. Absolutely. Robert Lewandowski, I think he was, right? Is this the loan extension bug report one? Excellent. Right, let me just get that on my other monitor where I'm logged into my SI account. So we can... So yeah, if you're having that issue with the loan bug thing, please do follow and upload... and upvote that post. Not allowed to play cup matches. Did I say not allowed to play cup matches? Oh, shit. I don't know. I didn't realise that was a thing, but maybe I should turn that off. I can't go back now, can I? Damn it. Right, one sec. If only I could say bookmark that screen or something. Wouldn't that be lovely? And then in here... Oh, yeah, you're right. Don't know why that was turned off. And that should be fine now because they're using the first team settings. Yeah, thank you for pointing that out. I don't think it would have made too much difference, but just in case, right? It's way more clicks to get there, yeah. It's buried like nobody's business. And when nobody's business is buried, you worry. I think everyone's actually available today, which is nice. First time for a while. Do I give Ranjbar again? I think I just do. Grujic and Stabile. Right, who's no longer playing because of that? It's Faye, isn't it? Hang on, how are you still... Oh, he is actually injured. It was just lying. He's still injured for ages. Wait. Yeah, he's got a metatarsal. It's just because his, Wait, there isn't actually a... That's probably what it is. Can you add player status to this screen? Or is that not allowed? Ah, there we go. Why was that not on there already? I swear that was before. Did they change the view? Either way, that's much better. Now that we can actually see that information, that makes it a lot easier. I feel like that might have just got deleted accidentally. Yeah, he's just fully straight up injured. Duda's back. Might have to be for Staniak. Although... I'm not bringing Reiners on most of the time now because I don't like him after he so rudely annoyed me. Yeah, our youth intake is expected 22nd of March. Also, someone was asking earlier about youth intake days. So each league has like a range of days, or like each nation has like a range of days that the youth intakes can fall on, and it's then organised in order of youth recruitment. So basically, the best clubs with the highest youth recruitment will be at the start of that window, and the worst ones will be at the back. So you'll notice that yours will shift further and further. Yeah, Kudvar, it's because he's been behind like Omic and various other players. He's just not got a chance this year. We almost needed more injuries for that to happen. We really should be winning this game now, given their form and our form. It would also be very us to balls this one up. Go back to beta. I mean, that should probably work. That 100% should work. But the thing is, that will only work with... until they pull it over to the full branch. My only hope is that maybe, because it is beta, they'll be able to make those changes to it before it gets pushed to the full branch. So if we make them aware of this quickly, it might be a case of just like a bit of the UI has got like the wrong variable in it. This means that it's hidden when it should have been there or something. I don't know. It might not be as simple as that. I hope that it is. Because the fact that it seems that the button has just disappeared entirely makes me think that it is just a UI glitch that could easily be fixed. Oh my god, off the base of the post. That could have been bad. What makes dates change? I don't know what makes the dates change from year to year. Usually that won't happen, but maybe there is stuff this year. All I know is that the higher your youth recruitment is compared to the other teams in your nation, the further up the list you'll be. It's kind of like a draft order type thing, but almost wrong because it goes the wrong way. Grujic is injured. I forgot to do the Lewandowski lookup. My apologies. Let me just get Grujic off. Because he is not finishing this game. But that's okay. We've got... Wait. After all that... Oh. No, I can't. I was thinking, oh, do I bring on Staniak there? But we do have Martinelli. We've actually not done very well in this game. Possession's not very good for us. Creativity's not really been there either. Am I going to have to shout? Okay, that seemed to do something. Yeah, it should really... The date should, in theory, be getting sooner as you get better youth recruitment. It will never drop down. And once you're maxed out, say you've got like 4 teams in your league that all have 20 youth recruitment, which is rare, but in some of the bigger leagues that will happen. It then goes to tiebreakers like the club's reputation and various other factors like that. I think it's just reputation, actually. So you might find that in some nations it's almost impossible to get number 1 spot if they've got 20 as well because their rep is so high. I mean, you should get it eventually. Wow, what a dreadful first half. The possession is... I think it's only rep that it uses at that point because the rep numbers are so specific that you would largely never get a tie, like a tie there. Yeah, I never checked who the right-sided winger that Motor had in the last game was because he had a regen face. The preview was 4 stars, which is solid. You're right. I did wonder if the footedness was being an issue there. Yeah, that's a good shout, actually. Let's do that now. I'm going to yell at them. Oh, he... Maybe I'm being a bit too harsh. Is that going to... Yeah, we go. Right, let's swap these 2 over. Is Martinelli... Yeah, he's right-footed, so that's fine. Nice. Youth intake deal. I like it, but I'm also... I kind of liked the... It is weird that as a club you wouldn't know that information, I guess. But I liked the mystery of it, I suppose, because it made it harder for people to like cheat it, I guess. But haven't they also shuffled some of the creative stuff further back so you sort of don't really get much, even if you were to save scum the intake day, perhaps? Thank you, Paolo. That's very good. Yeah, I think his name was Trevino. When the lineups loaded, I saw his name in there and he had a regen face. Which implies that with a name like Trevino, it makes me think that it might be a guy they've signed out of the Brazilian leagues. What if they got a guy from that same club? Oh, we can actually score a free kick, maybe. No! Right, who's bad today? Tell you what, Rodado's had his first off day of the entire stream. It's the front line. They've not really chefed today. I mean, a 0-0 draw, it sucks because it would be giving Cracovia points, which we don't want. Because Yemka's had a few kind of shitty performances lately as well. Furman's not done great. Wow, Rodado's been genuinely awful. He's actually definitely being pulled here. I might even leave Furman on, actually. Ranjbar, he's done okay. 8.6. Sorry, 8.8. Sorry, 6.86 is pretty decent. Maybe Karamov, he's been clutch. Save one more sub just in case, and it might have been someone like Lelefeld because he's been a bit poor today. This is the exact type of game I thought we would get at some point on non-beta. Ah, yes, I saw issues with that as well. I think if you... I remember someone having that exact issue because it's obviously there's slightly different features between them that no longer make the save files compatible. So once you play a save file on the beta, you then can't load that same save file on the older version. You could obviously take an older version that hasn't been touched, sullied by the beta. This is why it's kind of useful that I have the... I make a save file after every single stream. It's useful for the recaps, but it's also helpful for case random situations where you need to do rollbacks and stuff. I've just spilled drink all over my own face. 1 second, chat. Hopefully we don't concede a goal while I'm cleaning my face up. Oh, God, we're about to. I'm going to have a wet face while it happens as well, aren't I? Oh, my God. It's hit the bar. We're okay. We're okay. I poured a little too exuberantly there. Yes! Have that. Have that. They had their chance. They messed it up. Furman with the ball through. Matsoki, their defenders just fell asleep. Perfect moment for him. Gives the keeper the eyes and then twats it right at his eyes, in fact. That, honestly, could be one of the goals that relegates Cracovia. And puts us in a damn good spot to win this league now. We'll still be 6 points clear, in fairness. But that's a lot of points to piss away. Matsoki, I don't... maybe? No, we got him off of Cosenza. He did score, though. 30 goals. And got 8 assists for Cosenza in Serie C last season, so... But he's just not really impressed here. Just much. Scored a couple of goals. I think now that the Thai guy's gone to a better place, and by that I mean a place where he could earn money and we could get a lot of money off of him. Oh, go on. 2-0 now. Really rub it in, lads. Get that second goal. There's a guy waiting in the middle of the box. There's so many options in here. Oh, pull it back. James. Krzyzanowski. Oh, that's a big chance. If we don't win this game, I mean, we're winning 1-0, but like, if they do score an equaliser now, it seems like as the game's worn on, we've managed to get more and more of a stranglehold on the ball. And I've seen this a few times in games where it was a bit closer. No. We have still been a bit vulnerable from set pieces occasionally. It's cleared away. Get bodies in the way. Big save from Khalifa. Don't let them in. Oh. Yeah, I mean, he's a really good player. I think if it wasn't for the emergence of Furman this season, Matsoki would have got more chances. But when you get like a 17-year-old Polish talent, it'd be silly of me not to put him in. And that is a massive win. Furman with the assist. Matsoki with the goal. Keeps them mudded. We're officially 6 points above Jagiellonia, but they do have the head-to-head on us because they beat us 2-0 and we beat them 1-0. So that will matter, potentially. And importantly, they're 7 points from safety now. That result has left them 7 points from safety. They're not staying up, are they? There's only 8 games left and they're 7 points away. They're going to get relegated from having come second in the league last season. Yeah, they're absolutely cooked. That win has probably put the nail in the coffin for them there because these guys are operating at like well above a point a game. Unless they completely disastrously fall apart, which they might do. Their form is not there. Good for the league though. At this early stage, I don't think it matters too much because they've not developed enough yet anyway. And they were the only team that weren't doing a lot in Europe. Like, they were in the Europa League, got knocked out, they're gone. That's tremendous. It's good to be good. It will give you some data for Weird FM, which is nice. I do want to finally bring that back and finally get the YouTube version of that started. Right, that's a huge dub. Yeah, it looks like the 3 promoted sides are all going to stay up too. Although, I mean, Rook are the ones that are... Rook Hurzhov. they're closest to getting relegated, but wow, Łódź did really well actually. Rook have done a lot better than I thought they were going to do when you consider that they were like the 6th best team in the last division and kind of fluked their way to a promotion. But they've done the job. I can't complain. Set piece coverage. I don't think we've been that bad from it. It's just we do concede a couple of them. Maybe I'm just noticing it more because we're not scoring a lot of like direct set piece goals due to the way that we've set up our corners. This seems to work better. Oh wait, is Lewandowski? Oh, I think he's just gone. Am I spelling his name wrong? Let me just type in Lewandowski just in case. There's lots of Lewandowskis, but no apparent Robert Lewandowskis. That's Lewandowski. Hang on. No, I think he's just gone. Huh. Not even become a coach. You hate to see it. So the guy was at Motor, wasn't he? Who are much more mid this season. I don't know why I always pronounce it like that. It's just because of the old Poland save. I always used to refer to them as Motor. Wow, they've got so many... Holy shit, the size of their under-18 squads. That's insane. They've got all of them. That's not even the squad I was looking for, but Christ. They're hoarding people. There he is. Alex Trevino. Oh, he's Spanish. Where did they get you? Peña Sport. Oh my god, they got one of them. They got one of the Spanish freebie guys. That's mental. So, because we turned on the Spanish leagues as part of the view-only thing, along with England and all that, there would have presumably been a few added players to playable team things that... They got one of them. So, Alex Trevino, wow, he's quite good. I mean, he's not playing very well, but he's quite good. That's cool. The big Kiribati beach in the sky, exactly, yeah. Loan out requirements. Right. So, there might be a quicker way, but the way I've been doing it is responsibilities. Actually, this is the fast way. Responsibilities, advice and reports, customize advice, and it will normally default to that, but it's in this one under the offering one. Pick up scraps. The problem is those guys have clubs, so you can't really trial them. The clubs just won't let you. You can only really do the trial thing with freebies, like when they've got no contracts. That's kind of cool, actually. I love that I like that they were even able to use that. I mean, he's not played well for them, but that might just be because they're not doing very well. Drew Bashi at Leuven. Oh, we can see more of your attributes. You might actually be quite good. I'm not good enough to play for them yet, though, sadly. Disappointing. Search my name on the scouting screen. Oh, what way you go name contains? You should be able to, I think. I think you've always been able to, right? Loading up the game. That I've not had, no. Yeah, we're pretty close to the youth intake. I believe it will take place after the GKS Katowice game. Oh, that's going to be bad. I say that. We can play probably Mura. Other countries will still offer. Yeah, but I've not been offering them to Polish teams. That's... While you can do that, you can't do it en masse, which is a pain. Which is why I stopped doing it. And I just... The one thing that the dev list used to do really well was it would allow you to filter out those and automatically reject them. So now you can't do that. You do have to reject them manually, but it ain't too bad. Once they return, maybe. I think you just went back to an earlier version of your save file that you hadn't played yet on the beta version. Hello, Pog. Yes?
After the F1,
Mm-hmm.
are you okay to do the vacuum so I can just clean?
Yeah, I do still need to work today, though.
Yeah.
Because like, I'm having a little break for the F1, but I do have to work this afternoon as well.
Yeah, but if you
Yeah, that's fine. Cool, yeah. Because I'm going to have to do all the stream diary stuff to get everything ready. Okay. Nico Grulich. Well, there's more of these. My apologies. I missed a couple. Back on... Oh, you're back on Brayton Branch. Right, I see. Sorry, my bad. I misread what you said. Yeah, I've got a rolling save, but obviously it's daily and it only has 5 entries in it anyway. Oh, he was at Motor. Wanted by Corona Kielce. Very, very jumpy. Not the strongest. I guess he's only 20. Probably needs to get in the gym a little bit more, I'd say. He's got good passing, though, for a centre-back. Considering the game thinks he's no nonsense. I mean, I guess... No, actually, 12 passing. I mean, he's got no vision ability, but like 12 passing on a 20-year-old centre-back in the Polish league is actually pretty decent. Has he always been for these guys? Or no, he actually started at... I always struggle with their name. Hang on. Zaguibia? That feels... Or Jaguibia. I'm sorry I'm saying that correct. That one feels like a toughie. Yeah, it's very low strength. He's got that sort of high school NBA player, like high school basketball player build. There'll always be those random videos you see on the internet of like, hey, he's 8'7", and he's from Slovakia, but look at him in this high school game, and it's just this poor, incredibly tall, gangly dude with absolutely no muscle mass, because obviously he's massive. So that is him. Chelsea wants to buy him for 10 million. They have to get him in the gym. Oh, we're going to find the biggest Lebowski. That's doable. Wait. I built a button for this, didn't I? Right. Get rid of that. So I think... Oh, I don't have height on this one, do I? Is it on general? It's probably on general, right? Yeah, it is. Lovely. Edit switch. We want... Condition... Name... Contains... Lebowski. Not spelled like that. Oh, no. Wait. There we go. Lebowski. No, there's no Lebowskis. We are sans Lebowskis. Or Lebowskis. No Lebowskis either. Maybe it's Wubowski. They just changed it when they came over. Yeah, I thought it'd be at least one. Maybe it's not that common. So the biggest Lebowski is actually no one. Or it's the friends we meet along the way. Marcin Bulka. Nice. I thought my mouse had just gone turned off then. First team leaving under 19s. If you feel like you can get game time out of him in your first team and he's actually... Wow, he is worth a lot of money. Look at his... Oh, Neom. Of course. That was the Saudi team that was second tier that got promoted that have all the money, right? Or one of the many. Good lord. But yeah, if you feel like he could actually play for you in the first team, get him in there straight away because game time matters more than anything else. But him being in your first team is going to give him game time as well as a higher rep league to get that game time in, which is really, really useful. 5-star potential youth player from North Korea. Hell yeah. Which club did you sign him from? That's incredibly impressive. West Brom legend Neon. Yeah, that's the one. The team in the city that doesn't exist, exactly. Right, so youth intake should be in 3 days. I can't believe we've done this. We've actually managed to do it. We'll get the GKS Katowice game. Second that's done, straight into the youth intake. Get our next Wonder Kid extraordinaire. God, look at the rating on him. Furman just drops a 10 every single week. God, he's good. With an hour to spare. Well, not technically with an hour to spare. It'll be with probably about 10 minutes to spare, knowing me. JFK Fukushima. Oh, I see. So he came through... That sounds like a Japanese side, right? Has it actually? So now they've just got a football team and nothing to stick in it. Right, I see. Also, did we ever get a notification about my random recruitment thingy I did? Are we going to stay up here? Oh, it's getting toy. They might actually do it. I don't know if he's going to be quite as good as that because there's some pretty decent Polish strikers that are going to be out there. My guess is that he'll probably end up being swamped by some of the guys that come through at the really big sides over the next couple of years. But it depends what his ceiling is. Like, maybe. It's possible. What was I going to check? Wait, Estonia? Wait, really? That's even crazier. I kind of like that, actually. Right, Nico. Good. Hopefully that shows up. And, ooh. Oh, there he is at Juve. Nice. A little bit of neck going there. There was misinformation. How could you? How could you poison the well like that? I drink from there. I'm going to just be very careful, actually, not to drink any more out of that. Because it's clearly empty, and I just keep mistaking that it's not. Have a bit of water for a bit. I'm fully hydrated now. Potential is a lie. Oh. I mean, honestly, who cares if his potential is a lie, right? Because... oh, has more potential. Maybe. Or... it could be that he just has really high CA. I noticed when I was doing some tests last year, albeit, that sometimes you would just get those ridiculously high CA. Like, God, who was the dude? The Slovak guy we had, or that didn't have. In the Outcast to Icon save. We never signed him in the end because he just never got any better from the day we found him to the day we were able to sign him. The intake is on the 22nd. So the day after this game. Kortosh. Was it Kortosh? Wow, I don't even remember. It's not even been that long and I don't even remember his name properly. But yeah. Because we found another guy who was like way better, and it was the Norwegian striker. He was so much better. Okay. Lelefeld is injured, which means he'll miss this one. Oh, no, he's suspended. And Badama is on international. Oh, no, he is, isn't he? That's going to be a problem later down the line. God, I might have to start earlier. Greta Boost, of course, Greta Boost. I can't believe I forgot his name. That's shameful from me. Mura has fitness issues. Yeah, it might have to be Reiners. Sorry, Reinders. Faye's not back yet. Wazitsky will definitely come to the bench. The Nutbuster himself, exactly. I think that's a full bench. Yeah, that is cool. The rest of the team seems okay. Anyone else that needs to come back in? Ranjbar might as well stay in since we're winning. Rodado and Furman is fine. You're not ready to play again. New update. I mean, other than the loan thing, which I haven't yet encountered, but I know that that's likely to be an issue. Do we want Stabile on the left and Grujic on the right? Or are they both left-footed? Might be worth actually swapping them over. Because Grujic can at least play on his right foot. Sick. But yeah, other than the loan issue, that seems to be nearly there. Mandar, I've been told multiple times, but it's one of these names that I suspect this is the thing where, as an English speaker, I'm never going to be able to get it perfectly right, and therefore I'm not going to likely get it any closer because of not actually speaking Dutch. Like, it's the same way that I'm not actually able to say all the Polish team names, but I can get as close as I can realistically. Yeah, Ranjbar getting the playing time is at least he showed a bit of quality. Also, GKS Katowice have fallen off hard as well since last season too. They were right up in the top 5 at one point, but they're actually one of the teams that are circling the bottom. Like, I know it's something like Lelefeld, but or Lelefeld. Like, when I try to say things really quickly as well, it just ends up defaulting back. No, I absolutely like to try, but I've sort of been liking to try on him for the past year and a half in game, and I suspect that if I've not managed to get it perfect in that time, I'm probably not going to get much closer than I currently am. Hello, Buster. How's it going, man? Oh, that was Bartosz. Eric Bartosz was the guy we signed from Fulham. The one that chat still ribbed me about a year later. Kuratsko and Macedonia. Wait, why would Wayne... Oh, isn't there that random youth tournament or something? You're right, Ty Guy up front against us. This could only... Oh, wait, no. Is Ty Guy in this game? He is. Why, Kakam! Look at him in all his beautiful glory. How was stream, friend? Welcome in, everybody. Rodado, since the patch, much better. He's picked it up a lot since the patch. He wasn't seemingly doing a lot before then, but now these little tweaks have made him so much better. As Krzyzanowski's all the way through and he nearly scores, and James's... What a save! That was actually dope. I love that. I'm trying my best, man, all right? Some of the loveliest comments were on the first recap video about this. I was just like, yes, okay, I've done my job. What I'll do is before each recap, I'll just go through every single team that we've got a game against that season, and I'll just get a pronunciation guide for each name, like written phonetically for me. Oh no. Come on, somebody get in the way. Oh. That is an annoyingly good goal from Iman Markovic, and we are now losing to GKS Katowice. Lads, this is not the time to bottle it. Really not right now. Oh, is he part of the World Cup draw? I genuinely didn't know that. I just waited for the notifications to come through on my phone to find out who England got, and now I've already forgotten. Croatia, Ghana, Panama. Croatia, Ghana, Panama. That's the three. The trio. Right. The fact they've got the Thai guy playing as a number 10 is a bit interesting as well. I think you're right, we did. We lost them in the cup. We lost that 4-3 crazy game where after that they immediately bought Erteltaler and the Thai guy off of us for nearly £1 million as their sort of penance. I'm kind of hoping that there wasn't also part of the deal where we have to roll over and lose at home to them in the league as well. Right, Krzyzanowski clips it through. Oh, it's blocked again. We're cruising, but we're also losing. Like, creativity's been on fire in this first half, but they've taken their one chance. It's a very, very tough World Cup draw. I love some of the draws, though. Just seeing some groups together. Oh, Kazemka off the corner! And now it's the post again! And now he's over the bar. Oh, my God. Wait, does that deflect? I think the keeper somebody got a touch on that. We're having chances. That's all I can say. We are having chances. Kazemka's having a poor game, though, so far. But it's only 20 minutes in. In the pouring rain here. Just... God almighty. I hadn't turned that off the entire stream and I just realised how much better it looks in the proper one. Oh, he's missed it! Oh, as if. Markovic has made it 2. Okay, this might be a bit of a problem. It's Wisła 0, GKS Katowice 2. On the plus side, it's bad for Cracovia. On the much worse side, it's bad for us. We are 2-0 down now at home. That's just bad defending. Like, I think it's... No, who was that? Was it Stabile? Just misses it entirely. Was it, what side is it? It doesn't matter. He's missed it. No, it was Grujic, wasn't it? Right. Okay. It does. It looks realistic when they make a mistake, and that is good. They took their chances. That's all they needed to do. That being said, we're playing well, and our creativity suggests that we're going to continue getting chances in this game. They just play a very different style to us. They get the ball, get it long, and to be fair, that one was all on us. I mean, he still has to finish it, but we've given him the chance to finish that. It should have been a simple headed clearance, really. Oh, God. They're playing really nicely on the counter-attack here. Markovic is... Please don't skin him again. It's going to cut inside. He's through again. Markovic is through again. What a save. Okay. He's clearly their danger man. I might actually put someone on him in a minute once we've got out this highlight. Just try and figure out a way to... They're very much our like, bogey team at the moment is GKS Katowice. If they grab a third goal here, we might be cooked. Oh, big save again from Khalifa. Okay. Yeah, he's got some dribbling ability in him, hasn't he? But, like, I feel like when we make mistakes like that, it looks realistic and it's nice. I mean, it's not nice to concede a goal, but you don't feel like you're being screwed by it in some manner. That's the great thing about... Oh, God, there's more spaces back here. Chat, we're being boiled alive by GKS Katowice. It is 3. We might need a shout here. You're right. This calls for a shout. It's a demand more. He's hitting with a demand more. We're 3-0 down inside 26 minutes. I think they only had 3 shots. Was this Markovic again? Oh, no, it was. Well, he set it up at least. Early subs. I'm not doing subs after 26 minutes, my friend. That would be silly. What would be the point of that? We're playing well. We're just conceding chances. A beret. I never used to like... Then again, it's a new game, innit? New moments for us. We can figure it out. I am going to throw it on attacking, though. Because that works normally very well. Look at the stats for this game. They have actually had a few good shots on target. At half. No, I'm not doing it at half. If we're playing well and actually creating chances, then there's no need to change anything. You can't help the fact that sometimes they're going to just be XG merchants, right? A cold Tuesday night in Stoke. Apparently there could be. I think we're figuring out what that is. Look at this performance in the first half. This is exactly like what happened in the cup game, except without us actually scoring any goals. They were just so good at taking their chances against us in that game. But we at least scored a few of our own in that one. Use the width. Get one back by half time. Oh my God, we've lost the ball again. Lads, come on now. This is hope he's through. He's completely through. Could it be 4? No. Thank God for our goalkeeper there. That was actually nearly 4-0 to GK. This is a hell of a game. I think... actually, do I do half-time? Ranjbar and Kuziemka are the real problems. Tempo. We're quite high tempo. But that's how we like to play. Rodaldo's not at the best. Furman's still doing really well, surprisingly. Half-time then. They've had a lot of shots on target. Just, they've taken their chances really, really well. Ah, do I? I'll give him 10 minutes to prove himself after I yell at them. Decreasing tempo helps here. I mean, we're top of the league, so I'm going to go ahead and suggest that it probably works just fine as it is. It's just one of those games where we're not taking our chances. That's fine. Consistency is also a thing. Only 6.8. I guess he has conceded some soft ones too. Like, he has let in 3 goals in the first half, so I think 6.8 is probably... 6.9 now. You're letting yourselves down. Aren't they just? Right. I would yell at them, but... Turn down the brightness. I don't know. I didn't even know that. I don't think FM has a setting like that. Hello, Tatty Wedge. So defense and killing from counters. Yeah, I know, but like, once again, it's not. If we were having a game where we were creating nothing in this and we were losing 3-0, totally get that I would need to change things. But we are creating chances in this game. We just haven't actually taken those chances, and they've had very few chances and have taken them. Statistically, if you were to throw all your tactic stuff out the window after one statistical anomalous first half, I don't think you'd really be able to get any long-term gains doing that. Ranjbar, I don't know. Look darker. Oh, that's because I'm using reshade. That's the reason it looks darker. It's a bit of software called reshade. It basically sort of does what it says on the tin. So I'm using a dehaze, a vibrance thingy, and a fake HDR setting on it to make the game look just way better, honestly. Right. No, we'll go 10 minutes in. We'll see how we go. But I think Ranjbar... Oh, his rating's started to creep up a little bit now. The sooner we get that first goal back, and oh, here we go, Rodaldo. Tell you what, when we win this 5-4. 5-4? Yeah, fuck it, 5-4. When we win this 5-4, it's going to be such a good moment. We just need to get 5 goals. Right, now look for that par. Wait. Now they're starting to screw up a little bit. Krzyzanowski, square it, please square it. Oh, yes! Come on, sorry, I thought that went over. Maciej Kuziemka, back in it, baby. Here we go. 3-1. I love that they picked the ball up, and I know they used to do that as well, but it's just nice. That was a bad mistake, though, from the defender. I think it was Bosch, yeah. He's messed that up massively. He just needs to clean him out there. Krzyzanowski actually looks for the pass as well, because Kuziemka's in there, and nothing stopping that. Okay. Early goal, nice. That's actually perfect. Now they've bought themselves a bit more time. I might even go Matsocki in a minute. Maybe like 60 minutes, Matsocki, for the struggling Rodado. Krzyzanowski's been good. Furman's been good. What are the wing-backs? They've been fine. Oh, hello. Let's go. Like, get another one back on the hour mark, and we'll have people believing. Oh, look at Reiners. Go on, lad. He's got 2 men on him, which means there's got to be some space on the pitch. For someone like James, perhaps. Okay, he's overdoing it a bit now. Let James cook. Oh, here we go. Cuts back inside. Yes, he's done it again. Kuziemka. Get the ball. Love the little kick up there. It's 3-2. On the hour mark, Maciej Kuziemka. What a player. This could be a big moment in his... Oh, please no. Honestly, Tatty Wedge, I've barely been using them. Like, I've barely been touching the shouts. I've used... I did use... No, I didn't. That was just normal team instructions, didn't it? Did like a demand more at one point, but... That's great. Right, okay. Every time I'm about to make a sub, they score another goal. Okay. We continue. 65 minutes now. Back to now when we make our normal subs, as it happens. Every goal that was scored, it pushed the subs back a little bit more. Ranchbar's furious. Right, okay, we're definitely getting you off then. The last thing we need is you 2-footing someone. Could I do Duda, maybe? Duda and James. I know he's not got the match sharpness, but that might be the moment for Duda. Matsocki for Rodado, for sure. Don't want to overdo it with the changes if players are playing well. And our options off the bench are a little limited, perhaps, to where they were. Krzyzanowski's played a brilliant game. The rest of these guys are not really that impactful. Karamov maybe for James in about 10 minutes, but that's all right for now. Right, come on. If we get this 3rd goal, the win is on the cards. Hello. Right then. The shouts do seem to be... I'm noticing that the player body language just in general is seemingly more volatile than it was. Krzyzanowski drops it through. Matsocki back to Krzyzanowski. There's space here for Duda. Oh, look at this. Come on. If we get a goal now, the win is surely on. Oh, wait. Oh, no. That would have been an unbelievable goal. We were literally playing tiki-taka inside their penalty area, and this is not over yet. Oh, wow. The fact that that led to another chance off the end of it. Come on, one more chance, lads. Just get the draw. Because as things stand, Jagiellonia are catching us, and that gap's back down to 3, and they have the head-to-head advantage on us. Very attacking will not do a lot for us at this stage. It's just, we just have to trust that the lads, with the amount of chances they're creating, are going to get one more in the last 10. I trust them. Create that chance. Maybe one more change, actually. James coming off for Karamov. Waited a bit too long for that, really. But Karamov's been clutch. Let's go. Like, we've done all we can in this game. The chances have been there. In the second half, we've absolutely dominated them. Even more so than in the first half. But if they get out of it with a 3-2 win, then they do. I don't know. I feel like we've got the draw in us. The win might be a bit gone now, but here we go. For... Oh, no, he saved it. I think he was offside anyway. But even so, that little flick between the legs from Furman there was delicious. Oh, God, now Kuziemka's hurt. Do we have one more sub available? 1, 2... Yeah, we do. Okay, cool. Right. Is it actually an injury? Yeah, he is hurt. The last thing we needed was a Kuziemka injury. Particularly without Bandama. Wait. Where's Bandama gone? Was he injured? Suspended? Okay, either way. Wait, who even can come in here? It's the last roll of the dice. It might have to be someone that stays on the pitch. Someone like Duda goes further up, perhaps. Or Karamov goes further up, in fact. And then someone else comes on in the centre. Just someone like Omic. Oh, yeah, right. He's on his silly little international holiday, isn't he? Yeah, Omic is going to have to come in for a bit. It's not ideal. It might be what gets them over the line in the end. Or is it? Come on. 90th minute now. At least get the draw. Don't let them... Because the draw would get that 4-point gap. It would mean that at least we could still have one more little droppage. Because it's bound to come when we play against Lech Poznan. Krzyzanowski's ball back. Oh, dear. That's really bad. Wait. Nah. That's not a pen. That's not in the box. He's never given that. I love it. We came into this game with loads of time before the F1. And somehow, because of GKS's silliness, we still got a free kick, though. God, if only we had John Joe Shelby in the team. I really should have at least registered him. Oh, Vandenbaus, come on. If he whips this near post in the 92nd minute, come on. Please don't take too long about it, though, buddy. Ah, it's an E. Oh, wait. Hang on, we're not done yet. One more chance. There's probably one more after that, in fact. Still, if Ranish just does something... Ah, he's giving it away. He's sabotaging us from on the pitch. Now they're going to run it down the other end and just hold on to the ball, aren't they? In fact, it looks like they might even have a chance themselves here because we're not defending this very well at all. That's a good flick on from Matsuki, but he's never going to get the end of that. And this highlight just continues now. I don't think this is done yet, friends. There is an equaliser in this game for us yet. I thought it had gone. But we've still got 2 more minutes on the clock, which hopefully the game isn't going to make us watch the entirety of. That's an annoyingly good pass. He's going to drill this across for a tap-in, isn't he? No, he's pulling it back. Oh, he's going all the way. Oh, he's off the post now. This has been an absolutely barn burner of a game, which it looks like we're going to come out on the wrong side of. The highlight is still going. It's going to be the entire end of the game. There it is, and I think that's going to be it. Fuck. Wisła 2, GKS 3. Like, you couldn't do much more on paper in that game in terms of chance creation. They just missed them. Our opponents took their chances. We didn't, and the gap is down to 3. Our first defeat for a while. I'm going to yell at the boys. Krzyzanowski and Kuziemka were excellent. They are. That's their second win over us this season. We've lost 4 games in all comps this year. 2 of them were to these lads. That is, on the plus side, it does mud Cracovia even further. They're now... Oh no, Pogon are down there too, to be fair. Oh, those 7 games on Tuesday are going to be mad. Twisted knee for Kuziemka. Right, youth and take time. Let's go, baby. What do you reckon, chat? I reckon we're going to get a 5-star potential dude in it. One dude will be 5-star PA. I'm just going to shut the door. This Pog was... Oh, here we go. Right, youth and take. 2 5-stars. Whoa. I mean, I'll take it. 100%. I'm going 1 5-star guy, and I'm happy with that. As long as it still falls, like... 3 elite prospects. Wait, hang on. That sounds good, right? 3 elite prospects out of 16 players. Now, what does this mean for elite? Oh! Yes, baby! Okay, we are fucking cooking now, boys and girls. That's more like it. He's 2-star CA. Karol Stasiak. Oh my goodness. And there's no reason to say that these guys down here aren't also great. I mean, let's start with the worst one. The worst one. Adrian Demishevich. Or Demishevich. Oh my... Look at his fucking... Look at his attributes. This is the worst one. His physicals. Passing's not great, but he can tackle, he can cross, he can dribble, he's fast. He's a wingback. He's literally the backup to Krzyzanowski right there. He's determined. He's got great bravery. What's his positioning like? 8, but that's fine. We can improve that. He is a full-on, yeah, defensive positioning training on him immediately. Good on both feet. Got a trait. Curls balls. Good enough for the bench. Probably, yeah. And honestly, why not? And he's the worst one. So it reckons, I don't know if this is even in order. Let's try Damien next. Oh, wait, what's the... No, it's fine. It's fine. Damien Mirage, tackling of 13, heading of 15, 6'3" at 15 years old, and he's 16 jumping reach. He's not very quick, but he is good in the air. He's not that brave. He's brave enough. The best thing about him is that his weakest defensive attribute is the one we can train. Unambitious is not a problem at all. That's absolutely fine. The determination isn't great, but unambitious as a personality is not an issue. It doesn't affect that. The determination is while it's important, it isn't going to affect their development. It's professionalism. He will develop just fine. We don't know what his professionalism is like. That's what matters. A player can have reasonable professionalism and still be unambitious. It's not an inherently negative personality. That's fine. Where he's media handling, I don't know actually at the moment. Point being, the one thing that he's bad at, we can train. Like, that's the good thing is that's easy to sort. Double defensive positioning on these 2. Right, okay, what about Karol? The one I'm really excited about. Karol Stasiak. Oh, is it on personal? Level-headed. That, again, doesn't entirely rule it out. It probably means it's somewhere in the middle. It's probably not that bad, but yeah, it's not great. Right, okay, the one we really excited, Karol Sasiak. Oh. Yeah, he'll be all right. Fairly professional personality, a DMCM who he can tackle, he's got good teamwork, his work rate's a little on the low side. He'll be fine. They're both, he's pretty okay. Like, for 15, the mentals he's got at 15 are actually very, very good. He can mark, he can tackle, he's got good technique. Solid. Yeah, trait. Oh, he does have a trait, you're right. Shoots from, with 5 long shots? No. The left back is the one that feels the most complete right now, but I wonder if this guy's got more of a ceiling. Either way, 3 guys that are usable, and there might be others too. I just don't even have time to look at the others right now. That's glorious. Oh, that's way better than I was expecting. Well, we promised a really good goalie. So as usual, it's lying to us. I don't know. It might be because the patch messed a few things up. Honestly, couldn't care less. That's amazing. So, we're obviously going to finish a little bit early today because of the F1, but that means on Tuesday's stream, we're going to be, first I'm going to see who's live today, finishing off the season, getting these guys embedded in. We've got 7 league games left. Only a 3-point lead in the title race now. Suddenly it's squeaky bum time, and we may not... Oh, imagine if we bottled a 6-point lead. That'd be quite funny, actually. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but... Oh, okay, that sets us up perfectly for Tuesday's stream. I'm really excited about that now. Anyway, yeah, let me find a person... Oh, it's got to be Gaffer. My man. The Gaffer. Make sure I get this correct. There we go. So, I'm going to send you lovely folks over to Gaffer, and I'm now going to watch some cars go round in a circle for a little bit, and maybe something will happen and be a new world champion there too. As always, chat, thank you so much for the... On Tuesday. Yeah, what I'll do is I won't progress past this date off stream rather than trying to get to the next match, so we can come back straight for this, and we can look at the other players the first thing we do next stream as well. So yeah, thank you for joining me today. Thank you for being lovely as always. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the insane loveliness with the gifted subs again earlier. You're being far too nice than what I deserve, but I will see you guys very, very soon. If you haven't checked out the scouting video, do so. I've got some more stuff coming up this next week, and I'll see you guys very